right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit Football channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do consider like, share, and subscribe. And if you're an avid fan of this channel, keep on doing that great work of putting the contents out there and making people know that they should even return and subscribe at a bucket load level. All right. Yes. So today we're going to be talking about what we left off yesterday, but merely on a positive note, the actual official upload of the players that will be featuring against Morocco, Qatar, and also Morocco, Qatar, hold on, and Ghana in the Austria tour. All right. So I've said I'm gonna wait because I got a listing, and obviously the listing is a little bit different. So yes, we're gonna go through all of that. We saw that Jason in the building, Sean Base in the building. Yes. So I'm gonna just go through everything, set up the clips and everything, and then we can start the show. Massive respect. Yes, as you come in, just make sure to hit the like button and keep sharing. Yes, man. So we have 5 people watching, 1 person hit the like button. It simply means I only Sean Base hit the like button. And Jason at 8 on the channel. I will go on. Yes. um, okay, yeah. Yes, I will drop the link right here. I will drop the link right here. Right here, I'm gonna drop the link. Let me drop the link right in the chat so everyone can get in. But let me just get my point across here on the screen. Yes. So 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get this right on the screen so we can just give it up right here because I had a clip to play. So let me just announce these names as what Twitter allowed us to do. All right. So they said the list of the 27 players called up to represent Jamaica for the Austrian mini tournament here posted by the JFF. So that simply means we have to take the word of the JFF. So it was not the list that I said I never wanted to post. All right. Yes. So we'll drop the link right here. So anybody want to join, they can join the show. Yes. The squad listing, we have 3 goalkeepers, so not 4, because we heard from leader that it's going to be 4, so they took off one off it. The Kemar Foster, Amal Knight, Eric Edwards from Arnett Garden, if you don't know where he's from, Amal Knight from Harborview, and Kemar Foster from Waterhouse. All right. Yes, the link is here, Jason. So the link is right there in the chat. You can just click it and come on if you want. Yes, because I don't have it on my phone, I just put it from the computer. I'm just trying to get this shared around. Sean B, share this this video for me now, please. Sometimes I can't bother, you know, man. I'm giving up. All right. Defenders, Ricardo Thomas, Waterhouse, Kimani Campbell, Waterhouse, Richard King, Cavalier, Nikai Christian Dumbleholin, Malik Oil, Uni of Memphis. Yes. Uni of Memphis, basically, he's coming from. And then Earl Simpson from Arnett Gardens. Earl Simpson from Arnett Garden. Tyreek Ziminis from Mount Pleasant. Alwyn Harvey from Mount Pleasant. Adrian Mariappa, McCarthy FC. So he's on the list. Mariappa is on the list, so that is the next surprising thing. So, Dimani, Ose, Saint Clara, Brancos. My God. Danardo Thomas, Waterhouse, Damari Phillips, Dumbleholin, Fabian McCarthy, Dumbleholin, Ramon Howell, Waterhouse, Odin Pennycook, Tivoli Garden, Venton Evans, Greenville, Triumph. All right, Shamari Dyer, Harborview, Akwasi Chung, on the list. Wow, okay. Colorado Murray, Harborview, Chavon Reed, Harborview, Ronaldo Webster, Cavalier, Jordan Fletcher, Giovanni Brown, and Nicholas Hamilton. All right, those are the names. I'm going to keep it right on the screen here. Yes, they have gotten players from all about, basically. So we can't say it's not a thing. It is a thing, you know. Yes, so they brought in players. We have to just dissect the players them, look at the players them, and and then we can chop it up from there. All right. Yes. All right. So bless up, yeah, man. Get dog walk in a two-way playoff, and then end up with five players in the national team. Question, explain that. I don't know. All right. So say bless up. All right. So the University of Memphis, yes. University of Memphis. Yes. Uni of Memphis. Yes. Correct. Peebo Harris. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Bless up, JD. Stream start at the right time. Just in from work. Yes, man. Well, no problem. I'm just going over these details. This is what we have right here. I'm gonna stop this on the screen because I want to have a chance to play a next one from Palal. So I want to stock it on the screen. All right. Yes. This is surprising. 1 second, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure to make a new thing here, um, so we can, so I can play it back over here. Yeah, because it looks like because I don't have the same browser out, it's giving me a little bit of problem. Yes. So guys, as they come in, make sure to hit the like button, man. Come on, man. You guys sometimes just make it seems like you want people to beg and cry on their knees for you to hit the like button and get the visibility up when you guys ask us for the work and we out here putting the work. Come on, man. Stop wasting people's time, man. And GST, say you want the link, my brother. I've dropped the link already, yeah? So you let me know if you're gonna come on or not, because me still I try to do the limited time, all right? Yeah, so whenever you get the chance, you do come on. If you can't, totally understand. And I know how to structure my thing for the rest of the stream, basically. All right. All right. So that's good. All right. So that's good, guys. So I'm just putting up the next link because I have to put everything together right here because it's not reading on one of my sites. All right. So now it's up and running. So we can click this one. We can click the Twitter here. So we can keep the Twitter on the screen and I can play the additional link. All right. So this is the squad that we have right here, guys. We have Travis checking in. Big up Travis. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Let me know what say you guys on the squad. We are going to go through it right after, but I just want to set the stage and play the clip that we have here. Hope you can hear it well. I'm going to play it here.
Denise, despite being absent from the Reggae Boyz delegation to play in the upcoming 14 friendly series in Austria, Coach Paul Hall could return to the setup soon. According to Hall's agent Fitzroy Simpson, talks have been positive.
It's been 2 months since Paul Hall's contract with the JFF and the Reggae Boyz ended following Jamaica's 1-1 draw with Mexico in the Concacaf Nations League. However, Hall's agent and former national teammate Fitzroy Simpson says there are positives in their discussions.
I've had very positive conversations with the Federation. I've had 3 or 4 personal meetings with the JFF. There's a new chapter. It's a new beginning in 2023. They've showed a will for Paul to be the head coach. They said they have no other candidate, and we're discussing this. I don't discuss anything else because they've got to respect his employees right now.
According to Simpson, the upcoming friendlies came at a time that is not suitable for Hall, who is employed by Queen's Park Rangers in England. This especially that it doesn't fall within the international window.
He has to be respected by that. This isn't an international window. It's very difficult. He's got an obligation to his employers. He had 10 years service, QPR, and respect is something that we don't take lightly in England.
Hall had taken over from former coach Theodore Whitmore in December 2021 during Jamaica's failed World Cup qualification campaign. Keon Reyna reporting for TVJ Sports.
All right, so this clip we are going to play it a few times over, so you can hear what they had to say. So we just put that in at the start, so other individuals can hear early on. Some people just come on the streams and they just watch a portion. So we made sure to play that there. So what they're saying here. They have no other candidates, but we have heard the opposite from this is weird. So let me know what say you guys, because they are saying that we have no other candidates and it came at the wrong time because Paul is busy with his job. So let me know what say you, because Fitzroy seems to be an honest person trying to come out and do the best for his client and also for Jamaica as well. You get me? Yes, so I've heard that next man said they have numerous persons called on the first day. And then this man saying the JFF told him that they don't have no other candidate. So what can we truly believe? Because this is complete opposite, complete opposite. It is complete opposite to what they have actually stated. This is ridiculous. So I want to hear your take on it, guys. Yes. Kevin Jones, big up, thanks for being here. Then we have Tennessee, massive respect. Let me plug in the phone line so people can actually call in. Yes, and we just start the show from very early. Yes, man. We just chop up this one from very early. As you come in, guys, just hit up the like button. Get us out there very fast. Get this to 100 like very fast. Get the subscription up to 1,000 very fast. And we just keep on running the shows and doing our business. All right. Yes, because sometimes what happened on YouTube, you have to run the streams a little bit longer for YouTube to register it. So if you come here, hit the like button faster. YouTube shows that it's something of importance. All right. Yes. So we have played that clip. So we posted the boat conversation that we're going to chop up today. And we want you to give your take on it. What say you? The squad listing here, what we heard, the first listing of we heard about players, that's not correct, because a load amount more players on the list, because it's 27 players on the list now, and this is the official list from JFF. So that is not correct. All right. And then we heard Paul made his speech there. All right. So we have two things to talk about, and we have one side piece to talk about, Yes. So we are going to play it back. Okay, Jason, you have some issues on your login. Okay, yes. All right. So yes. So Brian Burke, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, bossy. You don't say. All right. Well, we are saying. We are saying. All right. So we're going to break down. Let me break down this, and then we can go on the Paula's conversation, and then move on to the next conversation right after that. All right. Yes, because. Once it turns up to talk about the Jamaica Football Federation, it's always like a soap opera style. All right. So Kemar Foster, you guys are okay with Kemar Foster in the team? Let me know. I think he had played his way in the team, so I'm okay with Kemar Foster being the team. I think that's a nice personnel to put in the team. All right. Yes. Amal Knight, Arborview, he's in the team. All right. Then if you want to bring goalkeepers, Amal Knight might be out there of goalkeepers, but what this is going to tell me now, all right, now, why is it JD White not included? Because when I've spoke with these guys relentlessly over time, what they have said to me is they are picking goalkeeper that can, they have a long stretch plan, and they want to make sure personnel can see out certain things, and calculation 1 + 15 = 60, and JD White should be in it. Well, this is a squad that it's pure local, and we don't see JD White in it, and he has the age. So you work on that. Kemar Foster, let me put you in Kemar Foster's age, around how much, 30, something like that. Amal Knight, the same age. Eric Edwards, someone give me Eric Edwards' age. So what is the criteria for these players making the team now? Is it that we change something? Or we are going by the same belief system, what I heard leader, Mr. Speed, and all them talking about with the calculation of young players, old players, all this. Let me know, guys, because these are the things that I've always questioned. That's why you always see me writing when people talking. Because they talked, no, I'm not seeing that. Eric Edwards, I'm going to check the age for that one, or you guys can send the age for Eric Edwards. All right, we know that Amal Knight and Kemar Foster should be older, right? Yes, so just give me the age of the goalkeepers there. I am okay with Amal Knight and Kemar Foster in the team. Yes, and Eric Edwards, I'm still okay with him in the team as well. But I'm just asking at what point we stand for something and don't switch around what we said we are going to do. All right, and that's why I'm begging people, when you're watching these videos, take new notes of things. It's very much important, because you're going to realize that we have to go back on our words, because other people keep going back on their words. All right. Yes. Ricardo Thomas. in Jamaica from Waterhouse, Kimani Campbell from Waterhouse. I've said I wanted a lot of Waterhouse players on the team because I believe that they are the most fresh players. So I have to take the fresh players on the field. So that's why I said I would actually go for them. So let me know what say you guys in the comment section. All right, nothing is wrong with the squad since it is mostly locals. Mr. Dre, you have listened well for what I'm saying here. I've never said anything is wrong with the squad. I'm going through the squad and give you my take on the squad. So I've not said anything is wrong with the squad. I've said what happened with the words that people used the last time, saying that they are going by a structure and you have to reach certain age group and certain things. What happened now? Why we are changing things here? You have to scrutinize things, Mr. Dre. That's how you learn and how you put people under fire. Because you can't say the same thing and then go again. You can't say one thing and then go against it. Because the only thing I'm seeing, it's only when English players involved in the team, then it comes with a bag of different calculation and steps. But once you should pick out of the local players them, it seems to be a set. You pick up, you don't have no extra boundaries set around. You understand me? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So, Mr. Dre, if you never hear me from the first, you just pull back the video and you hear what I had to say from before. All right? Yes. Thanks very much, Bossy. Thanks very much for being here as well. You get me? Because I don't think you're commenting, but you're not commenting to what I'm saying. I'm sending a team that is not a part of the national program to a tournament is foolishness. All right. That's what Skillish says. Will these matches affect the FIFA ranking? That is something that I have to research because I'm not sure, and I want to be sure before I go on that side. I'm not going to answer until I'm sure about it. All right. You're okay, Jason?
Yeah, man, good. Camera was acting up, but I good now.
Okay, you gone silent now because
Can you hear me?
Frying. No, I heard like a frying at first.
Okay.
So I asked if you have an earpiece. That's why. But it's okay. What I was trying to explain before we move on, all I was saying when at first Mr. Speed and Leader they came across and they said the reason why Jadine White in the team is because he's younger and he can matriculate into something else and they spend a lot of money on him. So I'm just asking, is he injured or something? Because we saw a listing of players here and we don't see him on it. Or it's only when you're picking English players and you have to keep a quota system, you just find an next player to throw in it. That's what I'm asking because I'm valid to ask that, because now I'm looking at it and you don't select him here. I would love to see him here in this team. So let me know your thoughts because I was just trying to clear up something for Mr. Dre.
It looks, based on this squad, it looks like there was no type of age system used unless I am overlooking something.
Thank you very much. That's all I'm trying to say, So yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I see a gentleman there from a university. Actually, a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I mean, all of these are over. It's not like I don't see any quota being used here, any 16-7 or anything like that.
Yes, but I would love for them to keep the same thing going because what people don't understand, I know that when you keep rules and order, you learn from it because you can collect data from it. You understand me? So if you're gonna do that, why don't bring in back the same kids? Them bring them in. That's all I was asking for, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Out of the goalkeeper, how pleased are you with the goalkeepers so far? So we're going to deal with the goalkeeper, then defender, then midfield and forward.
The only goalkeeper, I am surprised with Edward's inclusion. As you said, we have had squads in the past, like senior squads, and I remember Dennis Taylor being there and Jadine White. Mm-hmm. So I just would have thought that one of those two would have been able to get into the three goalkeepers. But, I would like to hear the reasoning behind the Edwards one. I know Foster is somebody that people have always spoke highly of, but there's always been question marks about his professionalism due to his weight. So I don't know. He has always looked good when I've seen him, like in the games against Pacific. We got 6 love, but it could have been 12. the game at home that they drew, it could have been a big loss. So I think, as you say, he has played his way into the squad.
Yes, man. Agreed.
Amal Knight as a senior guy who got his chance in the Nations League and did pretty well, and also did well when he got back with Harbourview. So yeah, it other than Edwards, Edwards is the only one that I have questions about, just because it's kind of out of nowhere.
Okay, so Edwards is the only one. So guys, let me know if you're okay with Edwards in the team. We're just asking questions. We're just going through it and then ask questions. All right, let me know. In the comment section, I will check the FIFA rankings. I will make sure I give it accurate information if it's going to be counted towards FIFA ranking. It could be and it could not. It all depends when you do certain things. So I know the rules them that will terminate it, make it don't count to FIFA rankings. All right, so I will check those things first before I do answer that one. All right, because I'm not going to act like we know it all. We will take our time to work on it. So, guys, once you come in, please do smash the like button as you come in. As you come in the video, you just smash the like button so we can get to 50, 60, so we can get it populated. All right, we maybe have a small amount, but if you just work with the thing, it actually works. All right. Yes, and you can just answer questions because we're asking logical questions based off things. But the problem is, I've realized with a lot of these people, once something happened today, we should just drop it down. Don't talk about it anymore. Oh, can you reach somewhere in life if you can't continue on topics, like you can't continue on things? When you go to research something, or you're right, why you about to write down things for? I'm trying to understand why we about to write down things if we can't follow back the conversation what someone used before. Guys, stop protecting people, man. I don't like it, man. Travis says Ricardo Thomas, Waterhouse, and Romian Oil Waterhouse out. Donovan, Segri, and Mount Pleasant, Marlon Martin, Arnett in. My opinion on the squad. Okay, so you would take those guys out and then put them in. All right. That is fair. All right. So Travis giving his take. Skillish said national trials that yes. Mr. Special Edition, if these matches affect FIFA ranking JFF 2, licky. But let me just get our time because we don't want to put no bad name on nobody. You understand me? So let me take our time. I'm trying to make sure we do it professional and organized. Oh, a college player make this team. College are not in season yet. In fact, their season ends October, November, but none of the other players them in season either. So I guess it's an out-of-season team. You understand me? Travis said Jadine is a second-string goalkeeper at Cavaliers. JD, he loses place to a player from St. Lucia. We know Travis. But remember, Mr. Speed and Leader came here and talked that way. So I'm asking why we don't they pick the national team for real big games. And they're picking it now. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in and around the selection process. If it's a different selection process for just this game, and when it comes on to the national team's official games, it's going to be a different structure. That's all I'm trying to figure out, because you have to know how you pick the teams. So we can go back to the drawing board when we are watching Ravel Morrison, we are watching somebody else, Jason. We can know that, okay, Ravel did this, so he should be picked. Because that's all I'm trying to figure out. But you're correct. You're correct. Based on his performance, he should not be in the team. But we were just asking. So defenders, Jason, what say you on the defender side?
So one thing I noticed throughout the squad, I see at least one player out of the USL League One. And I'm wondering why we brought in the guy Scarlett for our last Nations League match and didn't use him. If USL League One players were available, why we should have taken Scarlett here to see him play some games, I think.
Okay. So guys, what say you on that?
Yeah, because I see they gave Malik Howell a chance from University of Memphis. And I would much rather give that slot to an actual professional at this point in his career. And if we had plans to use Scarlett in an actual Nations League match, then he should have been going with this team, I would think.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point as well. We maybe we could have used this opportunity to get in more overseas personnel to get a taste of what's going on in the national team. And we could have brought in back my boy as well, and the forward that came in and did well in America, and he got a little calling for the Catalonia game. I thought we should have brought them back in, to mix with this score. Based on what I'm seeing here,
Yeah.
Mr. J said, when Lead and Speed said that White was getting playing time, I think yes, yes, I would agree with that. He got playing time, not in he got playing time in the Cavaliers little run there in the CCCC, because when at the Premier League level, at that point he
He
weren't
was
getting so much playing time
no.
at that point.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was second string even back then.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
When they
yeah, yeah.
said he was still second string, but they came up to the point that saying the amount of investment the JFF put in. So I'm saying then we have to choose on the investment that JFF does put in on players. Then if that's the reason you're going to use to select them, you have to make sure you pay the right players. They spend the money on the right players based on what I'm seeing. So the defenders, Ricardo Thomas from Waterhouse, based on what I think based on what we have to select from, yes, you would put him in the team. Yes, I would agree with that. Kimani Campbell, I would agree that Richard King, more likely you will get picked for the big team even. So I think this is a squad that he can come out again and show himself, because I still believe that he played a few games or one game good for Jamaica. So we want to see him in more games, and I saw him international and with club teams, and I'm not impressed. So I need to see way more of him, because I be honest, I have to be tough with these judgments, because we should not use a national team as a place to get exposure, but a place to do things great. And that's how we're going to reach places if we don't set a standard. That's what people said yesterday. It should be standard. So Richard King, yes, he should be the leader in this bunch based off his experience, I would say. But I'm not one of the most impressed persons with his play. But I'm not impressed based on what I saw. I watch him in the CCCC, not impressed. I watch him with the Jamaica team, I'm not impressed, bar the Costa Rica game. And
Yeah.
one half of the one half of the friendly, the first friendly that he
The
came in, that
the Peru one.
Peru friendly. So
Yeah.
that one half of yes. So those two games, I saw that he has some potential in him. So this is the opportunity for him to get 3 or so game, so we can literally say yes, man. And then we have Penny Cook that people talked about. I saw some clipping of him, and he looks like a solid player. So that's a next opportunity to see him. Earl Simpson is the next one. People talked highly of him before, so it's the next opportunity to see him as well. So we have a good amount of defenders that you would love to see,
Yeah, I think it's very surprising that Mariapa is in this squad with the rest of them. It's a good surprise, because he'll be able to be around some of the younger ones that are playing in the Jamaican league. Hopefully he can give them a little bit of experience, going through some training sessions with them and some matches with them. It can only be good for King to play with him as well, just to kind of pick his brain a little bit. And I see on the defenders list, and I see Travis pointed out in the chat there, I was looking at that as well. Nicoy Christian is actually a midfielder from Dunby Holding. And I believe Dyer is actually a defender. So I think they have that a little bit backwards there.
Yeah, but we talked about the right defenders, right? The players
you didn't say that name. Yeah, so that's good. But yeah, there's only one. Zimenez. I would like to see how much of his performance in the U20 was injuries, as I heard he was going through injuries.
Yes,
That's what I keep hearing. So I would love to see him play now. Hopefully he's over all of that and he's fully fit, because, what I've seen so far, I need to see a lot more. He had a lot of hype surrounding him, and I was wanting to see something from him, and I've been disappointed almost every time at international level and at the U20 level.
Yeah, definitely. Jimenez would be on my listing of players that I need to see. Adrian Mariappa, perfect for this squad because I do believe that in order to improve somebody, you can't just put King and Jimenez together. What are they going to learn? You have to put a Mariappa in there. So the fact that Mariappa there, I think that's a good addition to it. I actually like that because he can help almost everybody else. So that's definitely good. Travis said, JD, Christian is not a defense. Yes. Yeah, but that's this is from the JFF, so we ain't changing nothing. It's just from the JFF coming straight up. Yes. So so we are okay so far with the defenders then basically then. We just need to see this is just the opportunity for us to see players basically then.
Yes.
All right.
Boy, Travis, that's a progress for you, JFF put something out and you think a lie. That's good.
Christian is attacking midfield but it no matter, Travis, because we never talked about the individuals and what they're playing. We picked out the players them that we wanted to see, and all of those players are in their respective positions because we know them. We know Earl Simpson. Earl Simpson is a defender because the last time JFA put him as a forward and we had to change him back to a defender, so I know he's a defender. Adriana Mariappa is a defender. Tariq Jimenez is a forward, but he plays defense. Kimani Campbell, defender. Ricardo Thomas, defender. Richard King, defender. All right. Yes. So we are on point, Travis. I understand they might make some error, but the one thing we know, it's 27 players they have listed, and 27 players will be there. All right. So at least we got a chance to get the 27. All right. Yes. So midfield now, and we have to put the midfielders in that he just talked about over here with these ones. You're okay with the midfielders them as well?
Yeah. There's a name on there.
Ramon,
where is it there? Venton Evans of Greenville Triumph.
Yes, you saw that one.
Yeah. So I follow USL League One a little bit because I have a good friend of mine playing in the league, and actually Venton Evans was his teammate last season. And he says he's a good player. And I'm just surprised that he made the squad. I'll just put it that way. I believe there are other Jamaicans in that league that perhaps have done more in the league.
Yeah.
He's a little bit younger than some of those other names, so maybe that's why. But his name was surprising to me.
But why you can't structure it into what happened to the other players them that they have actually picked from Jamaica? Are they better than him? That's what you have to look at as well, because you can't just look at who in the USL to compare with. You have to look at who is in the squad as well. So what say you on that one?
Well, I just struggle to understand if there's any kind of thought process behind who they actually pick. Because yes, if I look at Venton Evans in the context of this midfield or this set of midfielders, then yeah, he probably should be there or could be there.
Yes.
But if the plan was to just get a few out of League One, we have other midfielders and slash attackers that are doing more than Venton Evans has done. So it's just surprising that he's the name that they put.
It's fair, but I have to challenge you on that because I'm going to check out this. So I'm saying Venton Evans, he's one that I'm going to try and get as much clips on. Anybody have clips on him, make sure to send it in so I can check him out there. But they put him in. No Jamaican.
Yeah, he has I did a little checkup on him, what he's doing lately. He has like 17 played, 5 goals and a couple assists. So I mean, he's not having a bad season or anything, but I know we have more prolific players in that same league. So it's just surprising.
Toffee Rudy said, bless up JD. I'm not familiar with process, but I'm wondering why none of the under 20, both local and international players, not on the roster for development. For example, the keeper. Well, you have players from the under 20 on the list.
Jimenez.
You have Jimenez. So he's on the list. All right.
I mean, there's one name. It's a name.
Yes, Jimenez on the list. Peter McGregor should be in the squad. Well, that's an good name.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the forwards, but I was gonna bring him up. I don't understand how he's not there.
African said that's a nice way to say he's no, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I want to see the player first. Travis says no Jamaican squad that is picked will never satisfy Jamaican fans. Laugh out loud. No, we are having a conversation, a detailing something, Travis. Remember, Travis, what you keep on mixing up, and I think I need to educate you on this point, We are ambassadors of football in the country, whether you like it or not. So we have to assess things because this is where people come and have a conversation. This is that the center of football conversation. So if the list come out, we have to assess it and we have to go back to previous information that we have recorded. So we can say, all right, then maybe this and that. We can, when we use that logic, we can put everything together and say, no, this man should not be in there, as what Jason said. Venton, I am not going to jump to call him. If Jason know them players that I don't know him, and I'm not going to pretend like I know him, I'm going to find out how good he is. And if Jason come and a bun out the youth, and the youth better than the rest of them, make a bun out Jason the next time when him come on. You see me? So that's how it go. So, but the man attack in mind because he saw the player and he's giving his take. Simple as that. I'm not Umzo, JD. Okay, Venton, Abala. Okay, Venton Abala. Okay, someone. I am biased. Maybe I'm biased because I went to school with him, but I don't have any issue with him in this squad for the Curry Go tournament. All right, so Jason. You and Javan plays for the reason, I can't get into that reasoning,
Look,
all right.
I never said he wasn't a baller. I just was making the point that there are other Jamaicans in the league he's in that have done more than him and probably deserve the call a little more than him. And in the context of this team, he should be there. He is good enough to be in that list.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked in the context of the other players them from Jamaica. But I love this, This man is playing overseas, and you saw people at war with you. So what we prove now? It has nothing to do with locals. It has to do with we just love war. So somebody's a pick a fight, Big up Maria Pan. No matter what's going on, he will answer the call. But a lot of people answer the call and no one paid them any mind. Omzo said, yes, this is during the season. So why don't we use it to cap young players in Europe? I'm sure we can find 5 young Jamaicans in Europe that will leave the club to have a cap for the national team. Yes, that is true. What we're going to do now, like people coming in, we are going to roll back the tape now. So we're going to go through the forwards, but we're going to roll back the tape of parallel situation. So we can put it in context right here. All right. So make sure Mr. Jason listen keenly to hear what the man have to say. All right, big man. All right. So make sure you listen.
Paper. Hold on.
All right, so guys, we're gonna play it from TVJ, and we have some written information here, and we're gonna read. I'm gonna read out different from the TVJ one, but Jason, we can replay the thing again, So stop all the show, man.
Joke me there, run, man. Go on.
All right, yeah, earn it. All right.
Thank you, Denise. Despite
you're hearing it loud enough.
The Reggae Boyz delegation to play in the upcoming 14 friendly series in Austria, Coach Paul Hall could return to the setup soon. According to Hall's agent Fitzroy Simpson, talks have been positive.
It's been 2 months since Paul Hall's contract with the JFF and the Reggae Boyz ended following Jamaica's 1-1 draw with Mexico in the Concacaf Nations League. However, Hall's agent and former national teammate Fitzroy Simpson says there are positives in their discussions.
I've had very positive conversations with the Federation. I've had 3 or 4 personal meetings with the JFF. There's a new chapter. It's a new beginning in 2023. They've showed a will for Paul to be the head coach. They said they have no other candidate, and we're discussing this. I don't discuss anything else because they've got to respect his employees right now.
According to Simpson, the upcoming friendlies came at a time that is not suitable for Hall, who is employed by Queen's Park Rangers in England. This especially that it doesn't fall within the international window.
He has to be respected by that. This isn't an international window. It's very difficult. He's got an obligation to his employers. He's got 10 years service, QPR, and respect is something that we don't take lightly in England.
Hall had taken over from former coach Theodore Whitmore in December 2021 during Jamaica's failed World Cup qualification campaign. Keon Rayner reporting for TVJ.
All right. So we're going to run it back again. So at least if people missed anything, we can just dot it down. And we're
Thank
going to
you,
have the
Denise.
conversation
Despite
on
being
the main
absent
points.
from the Reggae Boyz delegation to play in the upcoming 14 friendly series in Austria, coach Paul Hall could return to the setup soon. According to Hall's agent Fitzroy Simpson, talks have been positive.
It's been 2 months since Paul Hall's contract with the JFF and the Reggae Boyz ended following Jamaica's 1-all draw with Mexico in the Concacaf Nations League. However, Hall's agent and former national teammate Fitzroy Simpson says there are positives in their discussions.
I've had very positive conversations with the Federation. I've had 3 or 4 personal meetings with the JFF. There's a new chapter. It's a new beginning in 2023. They've showed a will for Paul to be the head coach. They said they have no other candidate, and we're discussing this. I don't discuss anything else because they've got to respect his employees right now.
According to Simpson, the upcoming friendlies came at a time that is not suitable for Hall, who is employed by Queen's Park Rangers in England. This especially that it doesn't fall within the international window.
He has to be respected by that. This isn't an international window. It's very difficult. He's got an obligation to his employers. He's got 10 years service, QPR, and respect is something that we don't take lightly in England.
Hall had taken over from former coach Theodore Whitmore in December 2021 during Jamaica's failed World Cup qualification campaign. Keon Rayner reporting.
All right, so it's very good. I don't know which one of the points you want to start with. Jason, you said something yesterday, so this has been cleared up now, and I want to believe when his lawyer or personnel that deal with him talks, when he said Paula will not leave to come here to deal with this. But on the flip side, when he's saying that, what that's telling you, that tells you that Paula has nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this tournament. So if you have a coach and he's the interim or off term or whatever term coach, how is it you're going to make deals behind the coach back and expect him to turn up? Is that not a bad thing then? Because here the man said we deal with respect in England, and we can't just go against anything else what people just put out there. Like for instance, you just tell me something in Jamaica, cook up something out of a FIFA window, no make no much sense, and we should turn up. So now it looks a little bit different from what we were saying yesterday, because now he's saying it, and he's kind of upset based on what he's saying. I listened it. Let me know if that's the same thing you heard or what you heard.
Well, the thing that jumps out to me about that is I had said initially that, he can't come to this tournament even if he wanted to because of the timing of it, right? And everyone, well, not everyone, but you had said to me, but when Paul Hall was here, he said he would be willing to come at any time.
Yes.
He could get away from what he's doing and come whenever we need him, right? Now, Fitzroy Simpson just said, due to his obligations with QPR, this could not be something that he could be involved with. Now, whether the JFF set this up behind his back or told him about it and he knew right away he wouldn't be able to go, I don't know. But the main point I was making was, similar to how the players can't be released for this, the Antonios, the Baileys, the whoever else, Paul Hall, while he's in this role he's in, is essentially just like any of those other players who have to abide by FIFA windows. If not, he will be leaving his post at QPR when they actually need him to be there.
I understand what you're saying now, but I'm still looking at it a way, like if you're doing something in life, Jason, what should it not be something you're doing it for something like an end goal? But we can't see the end goal of this then. More than just what we said, and people keep denying it, because this is the only thing we can say is this is like a shop window then, basically, because you don't have none of the ways how Paul does things. Because even if they had contacted him and said, oh, tell you what, we try to get to you before, let you know what's going on, but because you're obligated to do your QPR role, respect, but we are still going to go ahead with this. they never follow the way of how Paul go ahead with things. So in a sense, it looks like it's not helping the cause of what Paul trying to do. It's not going to go on no record. This is like a off the record thing. Based on that's what I'm saying. It's like a off the record thing, and that is what confused me there. Why would you still go out there for off the record thing if it's not following in Paul's vein? Then so what are you trying to achieve then? So he's going to come back and fight to put 7 more players to get some game time when he could have used the same 7 players that he would want to put with other teams to get them some game time from now. Yeah, you understand what I say? Put the 7 players what he would have wanted. Then work with him, put his players in, and then when he comes now, at least it helps some purpose. Where are those players?
Okay, well let's look at those players, right? So you have Bygrave. Just recently went to Vietnam.
150 years old.
Okay, so Bygrave wouldn't be in the 7.
No,
then?
Bygrave was not.
Okosa Chong would be in there.
Oh yeah, Okosa Chong would be in the development.
Okay, would Daniel Green be considered that or no?
Yes, Daniel Green should be considered.
He's young enough, right? He's young enough.
I would put him on that.
Well, he's also in Vietnam lately.
Yes.
I don't know if he could leave so quickly outside a window. So Chong and Green, that's 2 so far.
You would have put Zimenez on it as one?
Zimenez would have been one of the 7, yes, because he was picked in the squads, yes.
Yes.
Trying to think now. Jedine White is not there, so he would have been one of the 7 that's not there.
Jedine White out. My boy in Belgium playing. So Maggie in Belgium, so he's not going to be.
So you can't count him, right?
You can't count him.
All right,
yes.
so I would put Maggie and Green in that ones that just can't come, but maybe would have been there if it was a different time.
Yes.
Agree?
Agree.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the other player there now.
King, you would have put King on it? Because King young. But because him in the starting level, it's hard to even put him as a. But I would put him as a developmental player.
I think he would be in that other 7 for sure. Yeah, as a young.
Yes, I would put him as a developmental player.
And then is Earl Simpson young? I don't know how old he is.
Yes, Earl Simpson should be young. Yes, Earl Simpson should be young.
I would count him as well. I would count him as well.
And the players them in college, you would have put on it.
Yeah. So what happened to the young man that came on? He's in college in the States.
You're talking in the game against Catalonia.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
but
what happened to him?
He's not on this list. He's
That's
not
what
on this list.
What happened to him? He should be there.
His college is in FIFA window.
Timing. Okay.
No, it's not real. I'm just saying his college in his
college is in. Okay, I see what you say.
So that's what I mean. See, you come back to my point. If you can squeak some of these players in that would come under the development program, it's a different benefit. You'd have looked at it as like the reason why they are in this team. You understand me? Different from the development program. So it don't even feel that way. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Yeah, no, you make a good point. I mean, even though there's 3 or 4 of the whatever 7, there are others in the 7 or in what you would consider one of those 7 that have had chances before that are available who aren't there. That doesn't make any sense. There needs to be some continuity with that group of people.
Yes.
What I was going to say though was Paul Hall's is Paul Hall currently when was his contract finished as the interim?
That's what Boston was saying here. Remember Paul Hall doesn't have a contract with JFF. It ended after the Nations League. I will confirm that. I will try to get Boston. I will ask one of them to send it to me, and I will get it, and then we can discuss that. But before we get anywhere, guys, make sure, remember, this is a new channel with String Up Back again. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit the like button. We are almost close to our hour. We have the people here, but for some reason, we're not hitting the like button. Let me know if you can't understand what we're saying, and we have to try to figure a way out to make you understand, so you can hit the like button. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm not being disrespectful or anything. I'm just trying to figure out. But what is it? Continue.
No, I was just gonna say we left out Topi.
With Topi on the list as well?
No, I'm just saying, as someone who has been there and not there now.
No. It's good. It's good. I am okay with that. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay with that one.
You have
Yes,
seen enough?
yes. I think we have decided enough. If them, I think they did a good job on that part. I'm okay. But in a all at this at the best JPL squad them ever choose. Nikai Christian bad
Yeah, I rate
yeah.
that guy.
All right. But isn't Paul out of contract? Well, we are going to figure that out. We are going to bring that contract thing coming. Yes. Sheridan, big up, big up. Miguel Wilson, big up. Ishmael said, you're right. Paul doesn't have a contract with the JFF. Okay. All right. Bygrave is 28. Yes. I will drop the link so others that wants to come in can come in. I will drop the link one time. I can't pin the link because for my people that normally comes to my channel to support, they have to see the like and share there. So sometimes I can remember. So I will not pin the link. You have to just work with the link that's here. It doesn't make sense to me. Seems like a setup from the JFF side. All right. Jamaican Guna, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Green and Bygrave League are in progress. Yes, they are actually playing games, but they are going to be here. So maybe the rules comes different. Yes. All on Topi and vacation. Topi and vacation overseas. I heard. All right. Yes. So hold on. So the other people they are not on vacation. So. Cherry trouble they kind of Cherry said the man on vacation. So you're gonna tell me that the man on vacation. Oh my god. Job bless, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. The link is there, man. Jamaican Guna. So whenever you're ready, can come on. All right, look at Jamaican Guna have some technical issues. All right.
Batman.
Okay, so if Paul is is out of contract. Why you don't just state it, say Paul out of contract, so we can pick anybody else? Done. Why keep on saying, oh, he's the man running things until we get everything sorted? So unless we're not listening to the words coming out of the other people that's dealing with his business mouth, because they're literally saying he's the man that's in charge until we decide if he's going to be the full time. And at one point they keep saying he is the full time because he's the one that we're looking at and he's the only one. And now the TVG have said it right here. Rice himself said it, that JFF told them that he's the only one they are looking at. But the other day, the man that was actually talking and dealing with the processing of the actual coach's contract said that there are numerous amount of people came in and they are looking at 1 million people. No, Jason, I lie me I tell?
That's what was said. That's what was said.
So then Omega played a clip here and then Rice himself said, but them say them not look for nobody at all. So we cannot get them conflicting statements there out of the JFF. That makes sense.
I don't know. I mean, they have proven in the past that they lack the ability to have good PR. So none of this stuff surprised me, honestly. None of it.
Oh my God! This is weird. So that's where Ishmael, I have the biggest confusion when people come and say they not have this and not have that. It's just what the others saying. You get me? And I'm gonna try and see if I can get the previous contract or get the confirmation from someone credible inside there to tell us when it was expired. Then you understand me? But based on how they're talking, it looks like it's just a continuation of something until they make a decision. You understand me? Yes.
No, in the comment there, I didn't say the JFF don't have PR. I said their PR is poor. I didn't say they don't have one.
All right. Imaxit. Did the Gensec leave yet? Williams, I'm not sure. I don't know. No, he has not left it as yet. But the problem is they said they have newfound money coming in, which should be coming in from now. because
So they
we
can
have.
afford the payoff now.
I think they can pay off from now. They don't have to wait on the Adidas deal because if you look at it, every single time JFF collecting money, it's over 70 million. They are getting from FIFA to competition because the girls will be a million plus for qualifying. That's over 100 plus million, over 150 plus million. So every time they do go to the bank, they are getting 100 close to $250 million. And so if they said it's so much, 10 million they have to pay, and they cut a shorter deal with him to give him maybe less than 10 million. So that means they can pay him off, Okay, all right. So we have to bring in Jamaican goodness. So Jamaican, go and big up yourself, because remember we want to finish this in 2 hours, Yes.
Yeah, man, big up today and big up the other panelists as well. See, Pre? Big up
Yes.
big up the people in my chat. All I farm of them. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, good day. Blessed Sunday to anywhere you are. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself. See?
It's a blessed Sunday. And a blessed Sunday, sir.
Yeah, man,
And
blessed Sunday myself.
Sunday, I watch which day today? Jamaican go now. Jason go now.
I want place me there when me there Thursday to go on Sunday somewhere else, brother.
I don't think anywhere in the world reach Sunday doing.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So what Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I hear this conversation about the local contingent that is going to participate in the Austria tournament outside of a FIFA window. What's the purpose? I would like to know what's the purpose of this tournament. That's a very important question I would like to be answered, because we don't know what the purpose.
That's what we're trying to reason out too, by gathering all this information.
Is it based on what I am seeing from a distance? It looked like it's just showcase some JPL players to a European audience. See if we can get some sales for the players. Then. I think that's the purpose. What do you think?
Okay. And how much players here you saw that you think will put on a good enough show to say that someone will buy them instant?
Or we can't play locally?
Yes, locally and overseas, because you have overseas persons.
Well, I don't think we have enough good players here to put a good side. If it's going to be JPL alone, players who are currently playing their trade, or the last season they're playing their trade in the JPL, I don't think we have a good side that we can put together. I mean, we can have players that developed in the JPL and moved on, like Bygrave and Green and players of this ilk, but I don't think that we have a strong enough contingent. I think we will get embarrassed if it's all going to be players who are currently playing their trade in the JPL.
So then you want to pull it back then, because Tuffy really said the purpose is raise cash. It's a business move. Okay, no problem. Let me go back to the competition itself. We have checked out last night, because what we did it in a 2-part program. We did one for the other teams, which we covered it yesterday. So we did with the Ghana, Qatar, Morocco and stuff. And we realized that Ghana and Morocco will not have their squad. The only team out of the 3 will have a strong squad would be Qatar. Because we check how they have actually progressed and what they have actually used come to this point. And even the other day, they are using the same squad. So it showcases that they're going to have the same squad. So is it that we have to go back and ask then, what is the purpose of this league then? Because all of these teams are in the World Cup, Jason and Jamaica and Ghana. They're in the World Cup. But yet still, they're not looking for any other players then, because I don't know which one that I must have one that just pop up in the country and then I'm going to put them on the side. But when I'm looking at the listing, none of these teams need none of these players in the country. We have to be honest to ourselves. So what the purpose of that? I truly just believe that it might be the purpose of Qatar. We have to figure out who put on this tournament, because it only look like it benefits Qatar and Jamaica. You understand me? Jamaica because they want money, and Qatar because they want to get more game time to get their team in best shape as possible.
The Ghana Federation not shy about getting money either, So this could just be about, getting money for Ghana as well. I mean, I know they got money for making the World Cup, but Them man, they love money too. So, you know, even though they won't have a strong squad, they'll go into it saying, look, we can just put some money in the coffers and have something for another thing that we have to do later down the road. Morocco, the same thing. I mean, most of the African nations, especially their European-based players, normally complain about, you know, funding when they go on trips and how the players are treated. So every little change they can make, they are willing to go for it too. So that kind of makes sense why it's those two teams are the other teams.
Okay. But it makes sense to you that it looks like this more set towards Qatar.
Yes.
Getting more development.
Yes, because they have the only squad that on paper looks like they'll be able to just have their squad that they'll be taking to the World Cup. So, you know, like someone said yesterday when we were breaking it down, maybe this is about moral boosting for Qatar because all three teams they're going to face will be drastically changed and weakened. So maybe they're hoping they can come and get some confidence by playing three teams and beating them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, that's where you have to start from then. So Jamaica can go and know you understand what the tournament is all about then. You know?
Yeah.
So,
we also listen to me. You see, that is what is happening behind the scenes at the back room. Okay, this is the purpose of this thing on paper is to make some money. But remember that there are players going out there to display and showcase their talents. And there are scouts everywhere. If you play one scrimmage competition on one part, you have a man around there, I go forward around there and go watch a player and say, yo, me spot a player. So hope, and it's in Austria, which is a feeder market for like the Bundesliga. You know what I mean? We like the side them over there, so them usually serve Salzburg and a couple side over there, so them serve as feeder for the Bundesliga. You know what I mean? Usually, I think there's a lot of the teams who have arrangements with Bundesliga teams. So we can look at it alone, say, oh yeah, I just money alone, and a breeze I go out to go play, a footballer I go out to go play, go showcase them talent. So I just remember why I'm trying to say this is that you gotta have some people who are gonna make sure so certain players they on that plane. Because of their affiliation, not because they're the best at the position, and not because of any other reason, more than simply because they want to sell those players. So always bear that in mind. It's not just, the Jamaica Football Federation gonna make some money. You have some agents, some people working behind the scenes. I gotta try ensure so feed them player they find the plane there. So you're gonna have a whole heap of players who maybe are the best and should be there that are not gonna be there because them don't know the right people there.
I don't think we have any problem with that, I don't think we have any problem with you saying that, but the thing is, then Jamaica and Ghana is not an I think I would rather them, they, even though it should not go that way, I would rather them be on this plane than actually on into the next squad for the Nations League. So at least you get a chance to see them here today, because if them don't turn up against the Ghana team, which is drastically poor, don't turn up against the Morocco team that is drastically poor, them can't make the Nations League team, Jamaica and Ghana. So it's not an opportunity for them to see how good some of them players is once and for all, because them get enough chances now, Nobody can come and tell me that they don't get enough chances, You understand me? So I just believe that is the next opportunity.
So you're saying that this corruption that might ensue will pave the way for non-corruption in the future? As it relates to the Nations League side?
Based on the analytical person here, it's going to pave the way, because now we can beat people for the whole time. Because once I see them play good, and I see them get selected, then I'm going to
have someone who can play big garbage and still get selected, bro. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm trying to understand that this corruption that is going to exist for having certain players there that shouldn't be there or are the best in their position in the local leagues. And that corruption that exists, that bias that exists, you think that's just going to disappear as it relates to the Nations League team and they're going to pick the best players for the best position, for the positions that are going to be there? No, bro, it's going to be just the same. Basically, it's going to justify what they might do there.
Jamaica and Ghana, I understand. I said it's corruption. I never said it's not corruption. But all I'm saying, more doors are opening right now. The under 20 guys, they are available now to be selected. Most of the guys in that performed well. So now we see a king turn up. we have other players them turn up in under 20 and perform good. So now you have younger players coming in from England, and it showcases that you do have talents that want to leave England and come to Jamaica. So now the excuse of Mr. Speed and them it used before, say enough of them young youth are now gonna leave. Like Luke Bagley Maga and them where they are Chelsea and place there, them now gonna leave and come here, Jason. Me think say that done with now. Me think at the last straw now, and then after this Jamaica overall pool will be open. So if they might take this right now, Jamaican go now, me not giving you. Me not weak, you know. Me not giving you. But as I said, it's already there. Me can't do nothing. We have to just chop it up as three big man and give our take on it, and hopefully we can write down a few things. You know, move on, and we don't hear Travis attempts to stop fight my baller. You understand me? I'm not fighting no baller. I'm talking to Jamaican Goon and Jason. Me just a semi-piece. So a foolish me talk, Jason, are you agree with me? Say this might just be the last chance to take some that on some of them players, yeah? And if they're not good enough, they're not good enough.
I think all of the I guess the cover-up reasons that the people that pick the team might use are available for them in this window, right? We can't get certain players. You know, it's not a FIFA window, blah, blah, blah. So I get your point in that if we're going to have a side that's based in corruption, let me get it right now so we can see them play 3 games and know, say, him no good, him no good, him no good. And if we see them face again, we say, no, this is foolishness. How him make it, right? So I get your point in that sense. And I get Guna's point as well, because he's just saying why we need to have any corruption ever, anywhere. We just need to root it out.
Yeah, but I know. But Jason, we are dealing with Jamaica and we are dealing with the Caribbean region. We have the most corruption in a football for the last 50 years. Go back and check the history. The most corruption for the last 50 years. So, but the people about me now, that said, JD,
but JD, the point I'm trying to make is this. I am not confident about any Nations League picking the best players because some players are not performing at them 3 games. You have some man that can play a bare phonish and still get picked. Me no want to name out no players, but you know you have some man that rocks, bro. And the man they in our side same way. You know what I mean? And this is the rebuilding time, you know. This is when you're rebuilding for the next World Cup. 4 years from now. So this is basically what you're trying to rebuild towards. But them man gonna show some man in our side for just shooting our side purpose. Not because they're good are the best.
Now, the reason why you hear me talk like this, you know, because I've done some videos and I tried to connect all the points. They came out, Adidas came out, and the JFF came out, and they said this is the opportunity to make sure we can push the right team forward and everything. So. And they like the money. The numbers that I saw on the paper that they're going to get, they love the money. Now I realize why they come out and feel so confident, Jason. Because the money, what they are talking about or dealing with is like 3 times what they would have made over 15 years by collecting money of FIFA. And they're going to get that one time, plus collect the FIFA money, plus collect the entry fees them for tournaments, plus collect the actual bonus fees, and then qualification money. So that simple means they should not be wanting in money. So no, it should be the best players. And because of the Adidas deal, they never said this is outside Jamaica's border for just exposure alone. You know. It is about the amount of players you have outside as well. Like, the big reach of Jamaica, the diaspora and everything, they're talking about that as well, because they know that the talent, you're not going to drum up the talent in Jamaica and compete with the rest of the world. Like in football, it's not going to happen over time. You have to just get the whole of them connected in England. You think Adidas them are idiot? They think them know everything. Them have all analytics for everything, you know. Them know what them want to sell, you know. Them know who them can actually sell. So do you think they're going to pick up Richard King and advertise him when them can take up Mikel Antonio and advertise him? They're going to use them thing for the image rights. So that's why I wanted the paper to come up with the deal, so I would know who get the shares of the image rights based off the deals and them stuff. There, you can put those things in it, you know. So that means Adidas maybe can talk to the players, them get certain things done and stuff. There. That's why I wanted to see the contract. So Jamaican Guna, I was just saying it's a little bit bigger than just this now. They are talking different. So I'm not giving them over the time chances. I'm just saying that let we see, you know, like over here, the one thing that they have always run out of money.
Money. Mm-hmm.
It's actually come in abundance now based on what them are qualify for, what them the deal them assign and stuff now. So I'm saying and inclusive of this tournament as well, they are gonna get money off it. You get me, Jamaican Guna? So
Yeah,
that's
but
all.
the thing is, I'm trying to say that I'm not very confident in it. I feel like if you sell the moon and give the JFF the money, them still can't do nothing with it. Them all scam out the money and just name off the food and just scrape the money, sink off, go up on some vacation and no business about nobody. You know what I mean? I don't think that is the money is the problem. I think that buying into the fact that buying into the narrative that the JFF's problem, why they can't perform efficiently is money. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't think money will solve the JFS problem. That's the point that I'm trying to make all along. I don't think the money will solve the JFF's problem. I think their problem goes deep, and the problem goes to the corruption which is there, apparently or allegedly, and I don't think it's money. I don't think money will solve the problem. I think money will probably make the problem worse in a lot of ways too, because now they have money, they don't have any excuse to fail. And they don't have no excuse to not bringing in the best players than possible. But now that they have money, they will maybe get cocky and start to do some garbage worse than what they might do now. Because they have the money, can't do it. So sometimes you throw money at a situation. If it's throw money at a bad situation, that don't make the situation any better enough for tough time. It make it worse. Yeah, I mean? So we have to be careful with that. Where corruption exists, a lot of things cannot get to tribe. If you have a getter right now where be a war this are going on war and you give them $1 million, you know change nothing.
Listen to me, the big man. Me no want to come up like me. I support JFF, you know, because that I never want.
Yeah, support the man, then, brother.
Me make sure clear that up because that's about me saying like I'm here. Everton I said JD, wishful thinking if you believe the corruption and cronyism in JFF and local clubs will end after this tournament. No, I've never said that, you know. Everton, I want you to listen to me clear. All I've said is no, we have an opportunity to start check things. That's all. That's all I meant when I said all of those things. I've not come out here and try to defend the JFF big man. None at all. All right. So, yo, boy, I mean, I know Jason, but I mean, just done with my football. Talk about my girl World Cup, you know. Yes, weird.
They talk about some cricket, brother. You know, we talk about JFF and madness.
No, we had this information. I want to come here and chop it up. So the forward, we never talk about the forwards.
Yeah, we never reach the forward line.
We didn't even talk about the forward. So that means Adidas money is spent. A Go-Go Club 2023. Well, I don't know, you know.
Bigger TV.
Oh my God. No, they got a lot of money. First thing, everybody on JFF board get a big raise. Well, the first thing you have to do is the public will be watching, and obviously people won't give you money without extra things. You realize the one thing I picked up out of this tip. They said, you notice how Rice seems to talk? He's making sure in his speech to differentiate the levels of professionalism in Jamaica's football and England football. You never get that, Jason?
Yeah, man, him say in England we have a way that we show respect. And
yes, and he make sure him stick on the respect. So that's what I do want to hear what people have to say, you know, because they never listen to that. That is a disrespectful tone.
He might throw a word this, man.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why that's why I said I want to hear Jason's take and I wanted to hear the chat's take because that's what I took up there. You get me? So all we have to do is just watch. All we have to do is just watch from this point, guys. All right, Jamaican Kuna, did you hear the tape? You hear it already, right? So we can just move on from this, and then you can drop in with the squad where we have on the list right now.
What Claudia Umzo talk about, man?
I don't know, you know. Flavor D song, big up yourself. Yeah, man. No problem, man. Anybody can watch a video, man. That's all they do, man. Once you come in, guys, and smash the like button, see we're up on 50 odd likes, and we're there for 1.5 hour. That's a big disrespect when we have how much people check in already. But thanks very much. Once you come in, man, you just drop the like and a video, share the video. We have 70 people here. Get it to 70 likes. That's all you can do, and just leave your thoughts down there. If you think me sell out for JFF. I don't know, like, I'm not trying to make up story for me because I've never said anything like that. Make us stop the video with Jason, only because of Jason I make it seem that way there, and then Jamaican Guna come to make it seem that way. And Jason never said nothing bad tonight, Him only talk on theme side, But I don't know what I hear from my side. Jason, me have to listen to the tape. Because you set me up, dog. You set me up, dog.
Me.
Somebody has set me up. Coming and know.
Chat, JD does love war me, I just that.
No, but me become the JFF man.
You ask me, I don't mean I say it.
Let run back the tape because, guys, we were talking on behalf of information that we got. That's all. You get me? Oh my God.
Thank you, Denise. Despite being absent from the Reggae Boyz delegation to play in the upcoming 4-team friendly series in Austria, Coach Paul Hall could return to the setup soon. According to Hall's agent Fitzroy Simpson, talks have been positive.
It's been 2 months since Paul Hall's contract with the JFF and the Reggae Boyz ended following Jamaica's 1-1 draw with Mexico in the Concacaf Nations League. However, Hall's agent and former national teammate Fitzroy Simpson says there are positives in their discussions.
I've had very positive conversations with the Federation. I've had 3 or 4 personal meetings with the JFF. There's a new chapter. It's a new beginning in 2023. They've shown a will for Paul to be the head coach. They said they have no other candidate, and we're discussing this. I don't discuss anything else because they've got to respect his employees right now.
According to Simpson, the upcoming friendlies came at a time that is not suitable for Hall, who is employed by Queen's Park Rangers in England. This especially that it doesn't fall within the international window.
He has to be respected by that. This isn't an international window. It's very difficult. He's got an obligation to his employers. He's got 10 years service, QPR, and respect is something that we don't take lightly in England.
Hall had taken over from former coach Theodore Whitmore in December 2021 during Jamaica's failed World Cup qualification campaign. Keon Reyna reporting for TVJ Sports.
So respect is something that we don't take lightly in England. And he has a 10-year contract at QPR. All right, so those are the 2 first things. And the things that connected to Jamaica and JFF directly is to say that they said that they don't, in the meeting, they said that they don't have no other candidate. None. Let me know, people that have been watching the videos for a couple months now, if that's what you heard coming out of the JFF, because I could have swore I heard that you had a load of people that want the job, and they have to vet people. So I don't understand where this is coming from. So that's the confusion. So Jamaican Guna, that's the tip that we're talking on. So what say you on that one so far?
Me never listen it clearly, because it's the breakup.
So what if we do, run it back or something?
Yeah, man, run it back, me, bad man. You can't listen.
All right. The last time I run it back, so hopefully I can get it, bossy.
Thank you, Denise. Despite being absent from the Reggae Boyz delegation to play in the upcoming 4-team friendly series in Austria, Coach Paul Hall could return to the setup soon. According to Hall's agent Fitzroy Simpson, talks have been positive.
It's been 2 months since Paul Hall's contract with the JFF and the Reggae Boyz ended following Jamaica's 1-1 draw with Mexico in the Concacaf Nations League. However, Hall's agent and former national teammate Fitzroy Simpson says there are positives in their discussions.
I've had very positive conversations with the Federation. I've had 3 or 4 personal meetings with the JFF. There's a new chapter. It's a new beginning in 2023. They've showed a will for Paul to be the head coach. They said they have no other candidate, and we're discussing this. I don't discuss anything else because they've got to respect his employees right now.
According to Simpson, the upcoming friendlies came at a time that is not suitable for Hall, who is employed by Queen's Park Rangers in England. This especially that it doesn't fall within the international window.
He has to be respected by that. This isn't an international window. It's very difficult. He's got an obligation to his employers. He's got 10 years service, QPR, and respect is something that we don't take lightly in England.
Hall had taken over from former coach Theodore Whitmore in December 2021 during Jamaica's failed World Cup qualification campaign. Keon Reyna reporting for TVJ Sports.
Okay. And I just got something again, listening to it the last time. All right.
You
So
see, so that's why sometimes I have to listen to thing over that. So it was a good because now
Jamaica
I'm
Guna.
hearing the context of everything now.
No, you
Yeah.
said you never hear it the first time. So why you come
Yeah,
here,
that
stuff?
break up, man. It's a choppy.
Anyways, let me just explain what I've said. We heard the 2 months that the contract ended. That's what they have said. I still want to get the contract to see for myself. But based on what I'm hearing here, so if the contract has been ended for 2 months, I think they want assurance towards certain things before they do move. Based on this conversation, then based on everything, that's what I've gotten here. And they're stuck in on being respect. They're big on respect. If you say something, you do it. So we need a contract before we come here. So come do anything more. That's what I'm getting. Based on what they have said. You never said it outright, but that's what I'm getting based on the entire statement. Yes. That's what I think the respect comes from, and that's why he puts the QPR in. I'm not gonna leave something that I'm subscribed to come with a place, a new place that I'm not subscribed to, and give my all, and I'm not getting nothing. You have to do something now, and then I can subscribe to that. So if I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna do a contract. I'm gonna go back to QPR, work my contract to make it 15. So if I have to leave on non-FIFA dates, at least certain thing can work. Based what I'm trying to say is, give me a contract and we can work out things. That's what I'm getting from the second the last listen. Go ahead, Jamaican Guna. That's what I'm getting, and then Jason can come in. That's what I'm getting though. Jamaican Guna. Them look at them take a Jamaican Guna.
Down with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
him still come back, man. So that's what I got in the last part, Jason.
It seems as if they want some closure to the whole back and forth. They would rather just have something on paper, hash it out, and sign or don't sign. If they're not going to come this route, so be it. But I agree that he's making it plain that this whole business of, okay, come coach 2 more matches for we and then we work out later. And I don't think that's going to happen ever again. So if Nations League roll back around and they haven't put an actual contract in front of him, it will be Meron Garden running them out.
Okay. Data champion said, JD, you are sick. Them can't come with no excuse. No, that Adidas money on the board. I guess so you go wrong. Cause them man they have wealth of excuses. All right. Well, yeah, maybe that's where I go wrong. I'm very sorry. But I never tried to give them nothing lean way and act like me support the JFF because me not do that, you know? He's talking about respect for QPR. No, I think Data Champion. He's talking about respect overall. But he's just saying it like, remember, the one thing you have short, is you have the contract of QPR. So you basically, how are you going to leave something that you get paid to be at to come to something that you're trying to get a conclusion towards, and you can't get it because people forcefully trying to stop you from getting it done. Remember, we are acting like we never had a big we had a little tussle and problems with him and other people. We had that, so it's not just this statement, it's other things connected to it.
And he also said respect like twice. So one time he was referring to respecting his 10-year contract, or respecting that he had been there 10 years. And in another sense, he said, we take respect seriously here in England. So that was like something specific. He was just saying, in England, don't mess around about respect. You know what I'm saying?
I was referring to Paula or whomever is taking over full time. I have no interest whosoever in in this money grabbing tournament in Austria. Okay, all right. Respect Eagle Republic. And we have Dr. Joyful just checking. All right. So guys, half an hour more ago, I don't know
Yeah, we're
what
there
going
now.
on. Oh, him there now. Okay. Them take
Yeah,
away
man,
and
I
you
pull
come
up
back.
and
All
on the
right.
block.
All right. So
Yeah,
give
man,
me a
based
tip.
on when we hear still JD, it's a very interesting conversation, don't it? Because based on what we hear the G say a while ago, still, it is in contrast to what a lot of people have been saying that enough people want the job.
It could be true. It could be enough people want a job,
So who
but
should we believe?
and that them I tell him. So
Who should we believe? Should we believe Paul Hall or should we believe
and
that
you
other
want, say,
individual?
I want to believe the actual man. They may say a whole heap of people take the job. No people are gonna say me I support JFF. No, you know why people say that? A whole heap of people want the job. Yes, that are true. I actually believe that. I actually believe what
Yeah.
him say. But I
But how
think I
much of
lie.
them people? How much of
Eh?
them people who want the job JFF actually talk to?
I don't know. You listen to what the man said. The man never said a whole heap of people want the job and all sorts of things. But I actually believe say a whole heap of people want the job. But the whole heap of people, majority of people with a Bono Pala, same can coach and all sorts of thing. Remember we did the article on that,
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we have a lot of local coaches want to get rid of Paul Hall, so that's for certain. No
What
talk
am I
about
correct
that.
on, Richard Green? What am I correct on? I don't understand. I was just trying to refer back to what Mr. Speed said and saying that maybe I actually believe what Mr. Speed said, that is a whole heap of people on the job, but how much people out of that qualified? Because I never believe the second phase when he said big top people, also the people from everywhere. I think it's people from one place want a job. That's what I think. So I believe part of his conversation, not the whole.
Yeah, man, of course we know some people on the job. We know you have some of the man them where the cronies them for the farmer coach who want the job too. Who want to get to the Paul Hall. Remember, so what they do, me jump out and start and try attack the man, when the man do one thing, and them friend did do eat. But they say nothing, them is silent and the whole time. Because, you say we have to make a virgin eat the food, even though he's not the best for the job, but I'm a friend, so I have to make sure my friend eat the food, you hear that?
See, Mr. Leader turn up from nowhere.
Bruce,
Leader,
really?
you have to clear your name. Boy, should we drop the link? Make this brother to come on, or don't drop it.
Leader with the fourth keeper there. Leader with the fourth keeper there.
Leader.
What tell about?
Leader, the link again in the chat. Say if you want, come on for the show. You can come on for the show and come say peace, because I know you're gonna turn up because I whole heap of thing wrong, Leader. Whole heap of thing wrong, Leader. So you have to turn up. Come explain yourself. Come explain yourself, Leader. Don't tell Bono Michael Johnson and everybody will want a job. All right? Because no, so Leader. So what I would have said then? What I would have said then? Who tell lies then? Because Mr. Simpson come here and tell you, say, the JFF tell him, say, only one, I just them alone, him alone, them a look on them not have no other candidate. You understand me? So all the way I tell me then, Mr. Leader lie. You have to come clear your name then.
JD, you see Brian Burke comment there?
Wait. Okay. Yeah. My earlier question, I think Simpson is trying to jump in front of JFF with this interview as a mean to force them hand, but he still said that they said it's only him alone. So so that's why I said, who is lying then? That's all. All right, JD. All right. Leader, we drop the link so you can join if you want. All right, the link is in the chat. Just click the streamable one. All right, and people, when you just come in, make sure to hit the like button and get us to 100 likes on the video. All right, yeah, man. I'm JD. The Jamaican head coaching job is a very prestigious job. There are only 20. Yes, you said that yesterday, but I know that where this Eagle Public, we know the truth, but the truth no work. So in Jamaica, and so it go. So no care what we are gonna say, and so it go. You yeah. Leader run, cause leader gonna get beaten if him come up. Because leader,
I will.
Leader run your man. You see, leader can't click link as yet. Leader, you name out a whole heap of people that we heard as well. But on that the JFF say. So unless you
So Umzo, you tell me if I ask a question. What? Me not trust JD again for ask a tough question. And that a go on?
a fool, man. A big fool. I boy and put me, you know. Travis say, me no want to hear.
Then you call in then, Travis. You call in then.
Travis. Hold on. Maybe my call. Let me see your phone. No, I'm not call. I'm plug in this. So Jamaican Guna there, man. Him now come on, man. Because Jamaican Guna there for beat him with the fire belt.
A Jamaican Guna belt him a run from.
Yeah, Jamaican Guna.
Yo, me jump off, you know, and make him forward on, you know. I want a man free like.
No, man. We're not go that long.
You know.
Leader can't turn up at 30 minutes. You have, and we're not past the 2 hours. Not. Remember, it's 1:42 now. You know. JDB acting different since JFF got the money. Laugh out loud. So I know I'm not gonna sell propaganda. Now you're gonna hear people start saying, "Oh yeah, man, I sell out for JFF and all that thing." No, you still hear them something now. I don't spread through rumor. Me. Colin Quest said, "We need a proper coach. No local, low license, 6-a-side coach. We need a real coach with a full staff. Fire bun, JFF." All right, JD, you don't get it. Mr. Speed is a salesman, so they can get to low ball coach all. Okay, all right then. All right. Yeah, you can't blame the JFF for this. They couldn't turn this down. All right, Mr. Richard Green. Mr. Richard. So tell you what, the phone line is up, you know. The number is on the screen there. Mr. Leader can't turn up. Mr. Leader only want running propaganda them. And once they're bit no, you know what, we're not gonna let him off the hook. We're gonna call him then, Jason, because we don't want him come on the 2 hour mark. Let we call him. See if he may not pick up. Eagle Republic, who told you Octavia want the job? Bro, Leader just run away. No, we're gonna call him now. Because Mr. Leader, good day. We're you know, you saw we drop the link. If you come on, okay, in my reconnect. So Leader internet drop. Leader battery up on 3%. All right. So Leader battery up on 3%, guys. So let me give him a little time for callback.
3%.
No, him not say nothing, but we see the reconnect. So if Marion can beat them team here, no can go Gold Cup. No, but professional pro club. These are weaker teams than the actual teams, you know, that you heard the name Morocco, you know. It's not the Morocco main team you're playing, it's just the Morocco players them inside the country they put together and so only if they do beat Qatar, then we can start say they're somewhat good. Okay, Leader, him not run. Leader not run. Guys, Leader back in the building, sending a question for the Leader. All right. Okay, in there, man. All right. So, guys, in the gear up the question, we'll find the Leader now. So, Leader, we here. We see the list come out. You're wrong. We hear TVJ. I send out different news. You're wrong. So what Leader go on, Leader? Oh, you get so much things so wrong. No, you're muted, Leader. You're muted. Let me bring it up here. So yeah. Unmute your mic, Leader. We're not hearing a Leader. We're not hearing nothing. So why must scream out? Oh, what kind of con man thing Leader got? Leader, you're not hearing. We not hear you. Hold on. You're not here, Jason. You hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
We're talking, but Leader, we're not hearing nothing. Leader, jump off and then come back on. This brother, Leader, we're not hearing you. Come off your phone, Leader, and then come back on. We're not hearing you, Leader. So, all right, we pin this link because leader got run away. He might try run away. No, I get you today. No. I don't want Jason want beat him. You don't want Jason. No? Leader come here. Leader always wrong. No. Well. You have to tell him today. You know. Leader fight him credibility on the line right now. All right. So let me try to get there. Guys, 30 more likes and we hit the 100, all right? So get us to 100 and make sure to resubscribe to the channel, guys, all right? Yes, resubscribe to the channel. It's very much important. We have pinned the link, leader, so you can press the link and come on. New coach, not going to fix Jamaica football. Problem we experienced over the years, can't put new building on broke down foundation. But we have the money. We have the money now. So let's see. Man left him talk of phone in JFF go. But Jamaican Goon, never give or take. Let we continue, man. We have 30 odd minutes, you know. We can't make leader hold up for sure, you know. The forward line, Jamaican Goon, and give your take on what you saw from the listing here.
What the forward them?
Colorado Murray, Craven Reed, Ronaldo Webster, Jardine Fletcher,
I'm
Giovanni
coming,
Brown,
boss. I'm coming, guys. I'm coming.
Nicholas Hamilton.
Who name Nicholas Hamilton?
The same brother we scored a wonder goal for Harborview. I think it was in the semi-finals.
Okay.
In the
Yeah,
corner
man,
for the
remember.
bench and score.
I remember him. I think I might have him score against him.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
scored. Well, we never want to say it. We know say your side.
Yeah, man, without too much. All right, cool. So him, so him a baller when him a forward. All right, cool.
Yeah, those 6 players are all listed as forwards. Yes.
Colorado Murray,
Uh-huh.
him can do it. The other youth there, Jardine Fletcher for there, him can do
Yep.
it too. There's one more that I listed a while ago.
I don't know if this is who you were thinking, but I think Ronaldo Webster has some
Ronaldo
potential
Webster,
from
that's
Cavalier.
you. That's you,
Yeah.
from Cavalier. The winger.
Yeah.
Yeah, the youth we play on. I think him wear number 7. Him a baller. Him feel big side still, but yeah, a long time him there. Him is a person who can create a lot of problems. Him have a lot of room for development.
I thought I was surprised when they were calling Green. I thought that Webster was gonna get that nod, but maybe with his ties to Cavalier, they never want to bring no more Cavalier people. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, they're a good baller, man. So them 3 there, but there are some of them I don't really know about them, man. Them and light up the league to my liking, to say, yeah. But I guess them have to just make up the numbers, them. Is there any room in the squad for what do you want them again to play for Waterhouse there? Number 19.
Number 9.
Benbow.
Well, I was going to ask you if there's something wrong with him because I didn't see him play either game versus Pacific, and I don't see him in this squad. And based on last season, you would think that Benbow would have make any kind of all-star team. So,
I don't know what going on, you know, but
Maybe he's
I've
carrying an injury.
murmurings that
Oh,
it may be some disciplinary issues. But I
Oh.
don't think it's injury.
okay.
But don't quote me on that though. But it's just murmurs that I've heard. You know.
Okay.
Well, he was very much missing in their last 2 games. They needed him against Pacific badly.
Oh, so leader look like he has some problem? He came back? Or
I
not?
see him come back.
Okay. All right. So leader run
Leader
right in.
can man. I'm too man. I say leader can man. I'm too afraid to say it. Not wrong in him phone, man. The man just decides the man want forward on because he know the fire belt will be wielded across his head side. Yeah, man. But the side door, you know, you have to just work it where you have, don't it? So the man have to just work it where them have. But yeah, it's a money thing, and them must have put up some sacrificial lamb up there so that Qatar can walk up and down pan and practice. So man pick out Jamaica punching backside, so Qatar can punch you up. But okay.
Eagle Republic. That's since the season finished. Him do that.
Okay.
Nicholas Hamilton was bought by the then loaned to Dundee because of some COVID. Okay. Anybody in the chat know any kind of story on Benbow? What's going on with him? Please tell us.
Travis, what going on with Benbow? So Travis don't know what going on, everything going on at JFF.
I'm afraid for ask him, man.
No, man, Travis can answer. Travis don't say him no. So Travis, what going on with Benbow? Let me know, cause he's up on the ground, you know. I think so Jamaica gonna run the ground, you know. But right now, I don't even know what going on. So yeah. Leader fixing his story with the JFF before. Okay, leader back. Leader back in full effect now. Him here we have bunny mouth, you know, so in people him call him and I tell him say bunny mouth. So leader, you're back. All right.
Yeah, man. Good now?
All right. Yes, man, you're working now, bossy.
Okay. Technical difficulties. When we hear everything the man I talk about, hey, I don't run from any challenge, you know. I don't run from any challenge. So, anyway. And I can tell you, my initial list that was out there, that was basically right. Okay? So, not going back off from it.
Your initial list was right. So, what happened last night and today?
Listen, look here. It's the JFF. Sometimes, let me just tell you something. Sometimes things change when other people become available. The usual thing with the JFF, nothing is as it seems. Things change overnight, literally. Because what happened, is that players become available, players become unavailable. Let me just tell you something. Until the squad actually lands, okay, I don't think anybody can say, okay, these are the players that's going to be there. I can guarantee that. So don't look at what I'm saying as being wrong. Just wait and we see what happens when the squad lands. But before this, it was already said that they were going to be going for local players, players that are not playing right now, out of contract. They already did say it, right? So players that would be available now were out of contract, that sort of thing. Nothing new for some of them being brought in, right?
Okay. So Jason, you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, my question to that is the players that I'm assuming the players that you're referring to would be all the ones who don't play in the JPL. Is that correct? I'm sorry, you broke up.
Mariapa, etc. Yeah.
Mariapa, etc. Okay. So my question to you would be, other players that you say might come up available could eventually get there.
Okay, look here now. Players that are out of contract right now, right? Or their league has not actively started as yet, might very well become available. Okay? Because I can tell you, this is going to be a shopping window, especially for those international players who are out of contract. Believe that. It's going to be more a shopping window for them than the local cohort. You're not expecting much out of the local cohort because who anybody would be interested in would have been basically taken up an offer already, or an offer would be probably in the works already for 1 and 2 who are in this team, but not much.
Okay. So if it's a shopping window, so that can explain then why we're not seeing the likes of Scarlets or others that we may have had in previous squads that would be available for this.
Correct.
Okay.
You see, him come and say this, and then him friend him tell a different thing, It's not a shopping window, and him so. I mean, I don't know.
So JD, you know, big up Bonus Stradamus.
Yeah, man.
I'm done telling you what I'm going already, but I'm going like, man.
Right,
So if it walk like a duck and walk like a duck and look like a duck, chances are it's a duck in a bro, G. You know, must say that. Okay. I sure that not bad, man. Most the money must have used that to say, all right, yeah, what going on? I go pick them man like I want them and say if I can put them in the shop and say them can eat a food. So you think, bro?
Yeah, but no, that we just say that we also saw Mr. Leader come here and say the same thing. So yeah, we just say, but other people just fight it down. But anyways, Mr. Leader, you know, get to it now. So all the JFF ever tell Paul them say I them alone upon the list and them
Really? Really? Come on now.
yes.
Look here.
Because
That no. There's no
yes,
change there. I will stick by that. No, listen. I'm sticking by what I said.
So
What is happening here is that I think Fitzroy, just like I think Brian, I think Burke, I think said there that him trying to push something there. You know?
No,
But
even the man push up my leader, he must say this in a public, say that the JFF tell him, say nobody else and there as a candidate. So him can't come out and a lie. So even him a push that them said to him.
okay, well, let me tell you something. One of the things that gave an issue when Paul Hall was there, right? In the last, when the last campaign that was on the other day for qualification for the Gold Cup, one of the issues that Paul Hall had was that the JFF was being disingenuous in that they were negotiating with other people while he was the interim coach. And he found out about it. And one of the people that they were negotiating with is also a former reggae boy that's in England. That is known. I think somebody should call Mr. Johnson and ask him when last has he and anybody from the JFF spoken. I know which Johnson we're talking about, right?
Michael, yeah.
You remember, we did talk about it. That's why we are calling you out. We are calling you out, but you have an answer for everything. You think you're gonna get it. You think you're gonna get it, but don't worry yourself. But even with that, then, if you are right and Mr. Simpson right as well. So then why the JFF still tell a lie then? Why the necessary need to tell a lie then to Mr. Simpson?
Look here.
Why the necessary sense?
Let me tell you what is happening here now. This probably happening here.
I have enough money now.
There is no, even when you have money, think about it. Even when you have money, and the JFF has said this before, the JFF has had money a number of times before, and they have run themselves into debt by hiring coaches that has cost them a lot of money. Bora Multinovic, when he was there, his separation and so on cost the JFF a pretty penny. Same with Winfred Schaefer. When some of these big coaches, you have to separate from them. That's one of the reasons that the JFF accumulated a lot of debt. So when you have to have these expensive separations.
They must sign a contract with Paul Hall now. So then the best time for running away if you don't want to sign it, they must send him on a contract with him for 2 months. Not that them said?
They don't have a contract. He doesn't have a contract as yet.
Okay, so then can you tell people I'm saying an interesting name
His
leader?
contract expired, Once the Gold Cup qualification had finished, his contract that they had for him, the short term, expired.
Yeah, but the Gold Cup qualification
is a long-term contract. No more interim.
So the contract he signed wasn't inclusive of the game in March next year? Or April, whenever the game is going to be?
I don't wonder.
No, it was not. Just, what the JFF wanted, that once the team qualified, whether they win or lose that game next year doesn't make a difference, for the JFF, because they have already qualified.
So
that was the main objective. Once they knew that Paul Hall qualified the team, they know that they know where they stood with holding who held the knife and who held the handle, who held the blade and who held the handle. Basically, that was it. They knew where they were at that stage. So that's why they could say, no, think about other options. If the team had not qualified then there'd be a ticklish situation where they might have had to re-engage him at least up to that point, because getting a brand new coach for a crucial time like that, would be very ticklish. But fortunately, the team has qualified, and then they have been looking around.
All right.
Nothing new.
in your estimation, right? I've heard you say numerous times that the JFF has effectively moved on from Pollard, right? And they're looking in different directions. Do you think that this recent signing of the contract, by all accounts, from JFF side, from YouTuber side, from everybody's side, Fitzroy Simpson and his company had a lot to do with the signing of said contract? Will that play any part in whether Paul Hall is the coach or not in your eyes?
Okay, that contract will definitely. That is, I think, why I think Simpson now is coming out and they're trying to force the JFF's hand, because negotiations are ongoing. There are certain points in regards to salary, etc. It's what is the problem, because the JFF, as far in their eyes, the company that put the deal together has gotten like a nice chunk, 25, almost 25% of that deal goes to them. It was an unsolicited deal, approach. They brought it to the table. The JFF did not have anything to really do with it, they just brought it and put it in the JFF's lap.
Hold on. Say that one more time for some of the people in the chat. The JFF what?
It was unsolicited. They put the deal together and brought it to the JFF.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
People understand what unsolicited means. It means that the JFF didn't go out there to seek it. Somebody else put the deal together and came to the JFF and said, look here, we have this deal, okay?
All right.
But we'd have to get 25% out of it, right? But the amount of money you're talking about, come on now, it matters not. It's, the JFF has never had anything like this, and it is a game changer for them. So that was not any hard thing to do. So now, Mr. Simpson is looking out for his client, because one of the reasons that they went ahead and doing this, because they have always been former Reggae Boyz, and they didn't do it then. But knowing that, okay, his friend is there, right? These are not just good friends, these are teammates for a long time. So knowing this thing is put together to make sure that Paul Hall had no problems getting his salary. Everything would be there for them to succeed. So it has a double thing. But the JFF now, we know the JFF already. The JFF, maybe after a while they'll be able to negotiations, it's just like negotiations with the players and salary. Any negotiation, you have a point where you say, okay, we're going to offer you $10, and you say, no, I need 15. And then, you negotiate, you haggle, you go between until they come to a midpoint. Because what I can say is one of the main people for the negotiation has been in England for a while. He's been there on other duties with the Commonwealth, but he's been there on other things. He's been there negotiating, plus possibly meeting with other people.
Okay. So with Fitzroy's company being so heavily involved, wouldn't you? It makes it seem as if him just telling the truth as far as what he. Wouldn't that make more sense, especially since the deal has just been done? Put it this way: what is Fitzroy Simpson's end game to be lying about that? How does that help his client in any way?
Okay, no, let's look at it this way now. He's not lying in that sense. Basically, he's going off of what he's been told. Okay? Because the negotiation is still ongoing. And by the way, let's just get it clear now. This deal was basically already around from last year. It came, that's when it was started to be put together last year, right? So it's not something that just came out of the blue. It was being put together from last year. The JFF didn't know about it. They started to bring the thing to them from last year. Because the JFF basically didn't have anything much to do with it. So the negotiation, everything was done by the company there. That's it.
Okay, let me call if you take care of the show. You know the thing go. Yes, because remember we have a deadline at 2 hours, you know, so they have a call the boss to take
Eddie,
him over the show.
I'm gonna come
Yeah.
back here. I'm jumping off to
You,
come back.
you better come back in a 5-10 minutes. Yeah, that's all I'm here to tell you. So, all right. So, the leader I roll out. JD, I sent you a pic of the owner. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's accurate. It's accurate. But we had already said here that Jamaica never JFF never do no deal. It was not them did the deal, and it has actually said that live. I thought that even JFF said that they weren't the one that did the deal. The deal came through the three parties, so it was said, man. It was said. So I love the fact that they're keeping the honesty going there. But
So, people that saying that we should give JFF credit, I guess I will just give them credit for not fighting them to take the 25% then, because that's the only smart thing them do in the whole thing. Because you see,
yes.
they get 25%, and normally, you know, maybe a company would have said, boy, no, we are give 10, we are give. At least them never fight about that and just take the deal, because as him says, more money than them would have get by themselves.
Well, as I said, Travis saying I believe not what leader saying because it go opposite to what Travis has said. Travis make sure come out and say, "Oh, I don't believe not what leader said." But that JFF wrote on their paper exactly. You know, so we have to just be honest, man. A lot of things out in the pipeline. Jamaican good, I don't know where I'm gone. The leaker is a bigger snitch than Sammy, the bull. All right, guys. So what I want you to do, guys, make sure to resubscribe to the channel. We are trying to make sure we get the channel past 1,000 so we can be back in the algorithm here. So all you need to do is just resubscribe for us. It's a new channel. The Imaxit over this version. We have the WeMaxit over there. We're trying to do both, and we're doing a good job. So make sure to remember to get that subscription up on it, and always turn the notifications on at the same time. Yes, so just leave your thoughts, guys, because we're not going to go too far from this. Leader says he's going to come back. Jamaican going to come back, so we'll maybe stretch it to 10 minutes extra. Leave your thoughts. Paula will get the job. Don't big deal, and that's what it says. Today we played the article in a big deal, and we played it, you know, and that's what they're saying. But it just come contradictory because you can't believe what Speed said then. You understand me? That is the whole problem, you know, Jason.
No, but
you can't.
But leader just I tell you, you know, him never say him name, but him say the man who was there with the Commonwealth is also there doing other things, inferring that Speed is in England talking to other potential coaches, and the one who him seem to be keep on bringing up is this Johnson guy. So it kind of looking like him don't want to say it, but I don't believe that Speed talking to more than, if he is talking to anybody, is not more than like 2.
Well, the man say a billion.
Well, I lie, matter.
We know an exaggeration. We know an exaggeration. Mr. Galaxy, if you come back and write any other channel name from my channel name, make a block you from my channel. May I tell you? All right. So let me make sure go here so and remove Mr. Galaxy's comment, and when him comment, may make sure I'm have a comment again, then I block him from the channel. Yes. Tired of the disrespect. When Mr. Galaxy, I'm gonna make sure remove him comment. Mr. Galaxy, stop style me, because I wanna support my program, so stop style me. Okay. All right. May I time up Mr. Galaxy. Enough.
And my supporter, make we know, because I see you put in the chat there that you reach out to Johnson. So make we know how that go.
Yeah, man, I me delete that. All right, so leader return back now. Yeah, man. But stop come style, man, Mr. Galaxy. Don't play with my man. I want you, man. Know your place, man. You try fight me out of yourself. Yeah? You know, turn over your channel if you want to turn over your channel, big man. I want you, man. You never come here. Yeah, man. So, leader, better chop up something. And the people call you. Why people always call a leader in a big interview where I do? For an international program. Yeah, man, I'm me time him out. Me time him out. Because him keep on come on my program. I have 400 subscribers for my channel. I wanna still I try to come live off of my channel. Come off of my channel, man. Go on, man. I want to the man. Enough is enough, man. Him do it yesterday, I tell him said stop do them something there. Because when now go to other places, when make it look like my gone. You get me, leader. Even though you plan with them and act my channel, me no know. Yeah. And them get rid of me, and them I try get rid of me again. You understand me? Enough is enough, man. Wanna go on the business, man. So, Mr. Galaxy, you just make me have a war now. So you gotta join the rest of the people them where burn me out. You understand me? So me you gotta have an eternal war. Chevy says speed is the biggest problem in a Jamaican football. You know, we should not go anywhere, you know. Leader, please.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a little time to do this. What's going on with this thing now? What I'm hearing about academies. Somebody
I think that's something new. The JFF is finally going to be doing something. Look here, you understand what the JFF is to Jamaica or any all
I know
football
JFF
associations
is.
are their regulatory agencies. So all football in the country is supposed to be regulated by the Jamaica Football Federation. So every football, whether it's whatever league, business house, everything directly is controlled by the JFF. So you have the seasons, everything, just like the Jamaica Athletic Association.
Leader, may
they
I
are
ask a question, leader? Leader, you say something. Yes, JFF is a standby agent to balance football between FIFA and Jamaica. That's what JFF is. For personnel that has their academies and developing people, they should have the certificate, the required certification. But you can't force them into anything else because academies they in every other countries and they are not being forced into anything aside from you have to have a qualification in order to own academies. So I want to have that conversation because I have proof. So I want to have that conversation because I want to have that question. You know.
JD,
Yeah, continue.
tell me something here now. Listen, can I, right? If I have no qualifications in football at all, can I come to Belgium tomorrow and open a football academy?
No. So that me just said to you. That's me ask you.
And do it.
But I agree with your leader on that. That is true. You have to have qualification.
So,
but
okay,
what are
listen, JD, the problem is that what is happening in Jamaica now is that every time Dick and Harry that used to kick some ball or, you know, or say, boy, basically have maybe 6 balls and a couple cones and a set of bibs, basically just say, okay, hey, it's an easy way, just open a starter academy, earn some money. And a lot of these people are not certified coaches in any form. They just basically used to play the game and then they call themselves coach. So this is like, JD, let me just make it simple. This is like I come to Belgium, set up a little shop down from you. Say, I have a dentist. I have a dental shop right there. And I say, okay, come. You can come in and deal with me. I don't have the certification, but I can deal with it. I know my thing.
All right, let me stop there. Let me stop there because I have no certification. That is true. Everything what you're saying, leader, is true. They should. And I want to bring Jesse in this conversation about you. I want to go somewhere. Is this starting because Mr. Butler publicly spoke that he didn't have any license? Is it this where this is coming from? Just asking. I want because when I
listen now.
ask this question. This is the first person came to no,
okay. Well, look at it this way. I can't say anything on that, but everybody knows that Craig is not certified in almost anything, but that's not new. Everybody knows that. Craig can coach right now.
Is this a way of
coach? He knows this thing, but he just doesn't have any certification.
Yeah. Want to fight against the not you, because you're in a JFF. Is it a way of get rid of people like Mr. Butler?
No. I'm going to be honest. If something came about tomorrow, Mr. Butler's thing would be okay. I know that for a fact because There are other ways. It's not just the certification alone. There are a number of tenants that they would have to basically be licensed, right? Just like with our club out here. I think I mentioned it yesterday that for a club to be in the Premier League, they have to have certain basic things like players on contract, a bank account. You know how many clubs that usually pay players through a paper bag, a party bag, and give them salary?
Yes,
So
yes.
these are basic things that you put in place. A club have certain basic responsibilities that you have to have for an academy, and this is worldwide. So what has happened now is that because of the proliferation of academies in Jamaica right now, especially after COVID, a lot of people just say, "Oh, let me start a like academy," and then it's starting to get out of hand.
Well,
So
leader.
regulate
Leader.
it now.
No problem, leader. So that means the JFF should not hire coaches that has limited license for big jobs then. So who are the regulator for that then? And what is the standard? Because obviously them are go up against coaches who have the highest badges them. So we keep on a do on one side, but yet still a fight the next man's them. We're outside of JFF. To make sure, you take care of people, you need to have the highest license. But you not actually imply people when have the highest license. I take care of people, so it work.
No, hold on. Let's go there. Hold on. Look here now. Let me answer that one. That one is actually simple. And that is probably one of the reasons why some of our better, listen now, some of our better and more experienced coaches are no longer a part of the JFF setup. And we are seeing people like new blood like a Meron Garden,
yes, and
Marcel Gale, these people, because we're not seeing faces like
Andrew Price,
a Ludlow Bernard, a number of people you normally would be when you have youth programs are, you're expecting to see them in there. And Neville Bell, right? I'm going to call it
Neville Bell, a lot of them.
Okay, listen now. The problem is, right? I think Price did his thing. I'm not 100% sure, so I won't call Price. But I call some other prominent names who I know are not at the top, recertification or none at all. It's either one or the other. So I can say that, right? But these people can coach. So, but what the JFF has done now is to say that, okay, anybody that is going to be dealing with anything in Jamaica has to have something from the Concacaf licensing course, and it has gone up to several levels, and you have a core bunch of coaches, and they are trying to expand it, and to get more coaches into it. The difference with what they are doing now compared to in the past was in the past, you JD could come and sit down in the course for 3 days and then come out, sleep through the whole thing, talk, don't do nothing, and then you get your certificate and you're gone. Yeah, nowadays, you have to take an exam. So because of that, there are a lot of prominent coaches. There's a very prominent coach, I won't call the name. He was not in the national setup that had failed the thing, and it created a little uncomfort for the JFF having the person failing and then still in the national program because they were trying to keep a standard. Okay? So this is one of the reasons now why anybody is seeing. Look at the list of people who you saw went to Trinidad and the little thing the other day, plus who they know. These are the people who they are going to be coming from, like it or not. And
so
the
leader,
the guy are going to get out.
So the reason why the people that are being chosen, it's because they are willing to get the credits. Is that what you're saying? Like Ludlow, Bernard, those guys don't think it's important.
Listen. It means that anybody is going like the two people going with the national team now. They were some of the top people in the certification of that they have had. They are some of the top, students, so to speak.
So they're
right?
basing.
Marcel Gale was also one of the top students.
So they're basing who gets these jobs on where they place in these certification courses then, basically.
Right. So if you're an A student, you're an A student in the certification, they're going to say, okay, this is one that we're going to fast track in the national program. If you fail it, and your name is well, I was going to call a name. I won't bother do it. You know, you're a prominent person that has been involved in the national program, and you failed it. They're not going to push you up there.
Okay, so yes, I brought it up because I thought Jason had a question, because when a person sent me the article, I'm saying, Jesus Christ, why did JFF put themselves in a this now? Oh, this even makes sense. Why you never take time and properly organize it and then come out with a way? Because you're still looking like you're trying to finalize things. Oh, can you just put something out here and finalize it? Eh?
Premier League clubs.
Leader, let me finish. You're not going to run away from this. Jason, last year, leader told me it's mandated for all Premier League clubs to have a academy adjointed to their team. And it's because of the virus why they actually stopped it. So why is it they are not fighting for the Premier League team that's eating out of the pocket of football in Jamaica to make sure they do the right thing, rather than rushing to outside entities to stop them? When the outside entities getting more players into foreign countries than the actual Premier League team. Oh, that makes sense, leader. For me, it looks like they're trying to stop and actually keep a note and record of how these guys get it done, because they want to copy how they want to get it done more than anything else, leader. That's what I truly believe. They want to either stop it or they want to copy it, because you said the thing that they benefit of, which is the JPL, they should have had that mandated rule, and I'll know it don't instill. The virus done with now. The virus done with.
Okay, let me help here now. I did not say that it's a must. I say it's one of the things that they are supposed to have, just like they are also supposed to have women's team. So we know that most of the Premier League teams don't have women's team. Look here, what I'm going to do is get a list of the various tenants that the Premier League teams or the A-League, the next league that they have there, right, are supposed to have minimum standards. There are certain, so listen now, like you have, you get a certain mark for having a bank account. You get another mark for having a field. You get another mark for having a training field and a field that you can play on differently. You get another mark for having a women's team. You get another mark for having under 13, under 15, an academy. It's all of these things. Plus, once all of these things are ticked, right, and you have a minimum standard, like a passing grade of 50, say 50, I just using this. You get a minimum of certain basic things. Having a coach who is certified, having manager, certain basic things, right? And certain people that are salaried. Once you have all of these basic things ticked, you are eligible. But there are say a club like, okay, we all know Humberland does not have a women's program, right? I don't know about them having under 13, under 15, etc. But they will have other things ticked. Read the field, etc. and so on. So, it's something where they can't go out there and kill every team for not having under 13, under 15, under 17, because a lot of the parishes don't have those leagues. So a club can say, "Boy, we would do it," but there's no outlet in our parish.
But leader, why not focus on those things? Why you come out and go in a private departments to try to fix those things? What are the benefits of JFF try to go into these private entities? No, rather than fix it.
JD, no, don't say that. So what should they do? Do it. JD, the taxi situation was running in Jamaica.
People watch showing a leader, so people want to understand you. So I'm just asking what
JD, listen, the taxi situation in Jamaica. Remember, where almost every time the Canary that just have a little car with 4 wheels, just throw it on the thing and just run taxi. Regardless, and the government it was not regulated, and then it got out of control. Bad.
All
So
right, no
what
problem.
if you
No
have
problem.
some
But that's
regulation? If you don't
practice.
start to regulate it now,
Okay.
JD, you're going to have somebody from somewhere that never just take up some balls, do a thing in the backyard, and then
I,
after that, you have like say 20, 30 kids
I,
there, and they're
we
learning the
understand.
wrong thing.
Okay, but
And
leader,
then this,
we leader, we understand we understand when you say leader. But look at it then. You look at you use the analogy of a taxi, a taxi. So that simply means they are losing money out of it. That's the analogy you're using. The taxi is losing money out of it, because a taxi running without paying certain things. So what are the JFF losing with unqualified personnel running a developmental department? What are they
okay, let
losing?
me give you an example what has been happening now recently. JD, you remember when you were in Jamaica, you usually have the under 13, under 15, under 17 leagues?
Yes, under
Okay.
17 when we
Realize
start,
that it
you
came out
borrow
recently.
from the Jamaican team. You remember? You never remember that part, too.
No, I don't remember.
Nah, tell the people.
Anyway, JD, listen now. Unfortunately, Kasafa with football starting back out, Kasafa just the other day basically almost announced that they're not going to have any under 13 and 15, right?
Hmm.
For the clubs. Listen now, JD, I'm going to show you something that Kasafa did. Kasafa has people inside there who have their academies, right? Separate, almost separate from their clubs. Kasafa put on under 13, under 15, under 17, what's that? Academy tournament, literally. And a number of clubs that wanted to enter, when they applied, they were told that, oh, we only had X amount of spaces, and this is not a Kasafa, so to speak, run tournament. It was based, so basically a lot of teams were unable to enter. So a lot of youngsters who would have been at, say, a Corville would have left Corville and gone up by what is it there now? I don't remember the name of the team, up by Valio, up at Barbican, and played in the thing because the coaches would have told the youngsters at Corville, say, look here, Corville now enter a team in this thing here, even though Corville was not allowed, given a chance to enter. So look here, they right away pulled all of those players to them at Valio. So they were able to pick and cherry pick in this tournament that certain selected academy teams participated in. So after that now, right, for their own purposes, right, certain clubs, and if you look at the clubs that were involved, and then you looked at the hierarchy of Kasafa, you realize which clubs were there and which clubs were not. Okay? I can't say that much because you have certain clubs that have very good youth systems, right? I can call some names. Waterhouse, right? I can call Cavalier, prominent academies, right? That have the youth systems 13, 15. You know that. They were not there. And I know that they had wanted to enter. But other clubs that were close to the hierarchy, and I can tell you this, you have never heard of certain teams having, their thing more organized, like a Brownstone. They were able to go and have all of their teams there all of a sudden. So there's things happening that, if you don't look out, right, it's going to not going to help the Jamaican society. It's not well, the football society. It's not going to help it.
But leader, I want to bring in Jason in this conversation. Leader, I want to bring in Jason in conversation on this part. I think it's not so much about the qualification of the personnels, more than the power of the personnels them. Because I at one point I believe that academies doing better work than actual Jamaican football teams. Period. Like from all levels, from low levels, and because they have the power to sell a kid to a club, or after when they do sell a kid to a club overseas, that kid can maybe play for a different country. So in a sense, it's like you have some people not qualified. Like for instance, look, Whisper. went overseas with Mr. Butler. Bailey went overseas with Butler. They could have actually played for different countries. So I could look at it from a very good standpoint to say that a lot of these guys are not qualified, and you don't know the intentions of the personnel them, because they could develop the best they could find the best gems in Jamaica and then give the best gems them to other countries by just because they want money and everything. So I could understand where it's coming from, But all I was trying to say is we need to have a clearer reason why it has to go with only licensing. You understand me? Because I truly believe that the development is doing better. They are doing better.
But give me a minute there, JD.
Okay,
yeah, you're hearing me say.
Yeah, man, where you here, man? But you can get chip out. Them a call you.
Okay, JD, question. I just want to get something clear here, right? Which academies, and you use that plurality, right? Which academies are doing very well internationally? You use a plurality. So tell me all of them.
I think I have 4 academies. I have to give you the next 2 names, but you have Mr. Butler.
No, you said I didn't hear the names. We said Phoenix is Butler, 1.
No, 4. I have 4, but I have to look at the paper to give you the next 2. So I will send the next.
Tell me 1.
Mr. Butler and Kingston Academy, both of them doing good work.
Hold on here now. Hold on, JD.
Can I get that on my phone? Because they came to Netherlands. Yes.
JD. Okay, let's look. Let me go there now.
Let me mention it so people understand. Mr. Kingston Academy went and won the tournament, the under-15 tournament the other day in Netherlands. All right? So that is something that happened. Is it a lie, leader, or true? Which other under-15?
Okay, listen now, JD.
Other than the one you brag about.
The Kingston Academy that went. Hold on, JD. You're aware that players are there that are not Kingston Academy players. They are from all other clubs. Okay, Cavalier had players that they led them. There were players there from all over.
Okay.
They don't have any of their own players.
So then who develop? So that means it's Cavaliers develop players them. So why they never promote it and say Cavalier develop the players?
Explain. Hold on. JD. Let me just get some before we move on to Kingston Academy. Let's look at Phoenix. Okay? How many players have they signed professionally?
Okay, signing professionally is with because you have to work out the terms.
Hold on.
No.
After Leon Bailey, can you tell me 4 players from Phoenix? 4.
Leon Bailey,
outside of Leon Bailey.
Kemari, the Butler,
Travis Grove signed a contract as well.
But we are seeing all of these kids. So what you talk about, leader? The guys might do a good job, leader. Everybody can name 4 or 5.
Phoenix is not doing a good job, but you're basically rehashing some names.
Everybody know we see the names of every single time. I will see the players every single time.
You don't count Malta as a professional league. I mean, they're a professional league.
Who?
Malta, the Maltese
league.
Most of them are Malta. But that's the thing. Most of them are in the league in Malta.
But is that
right?
not a professional league?
Not very much. I'm talking about in other countries. We know that is their bread and butter to get players in Malta. And that's it. We know about the Malta thing. Got a number of them there. And that's it.
Leader is when consistency come in, Jason, it is because you build a relationship. So the reason why the man can send players go to Malta easier than anywhere else, that is where one of the man's strong point is. It's just up to the players them now to go to Malta.
No problem. Anyway, JD, let me just move on quickly. The Kingston Academy that you're speaking about, it's a champion college thing that basically came together to assist the development of champion college. It uses players from other clubs. They invite them in. They make negotiations with the clubs. They have them there training. And they went on a tour. It wasn't. I wouldn't say a tournament because there were no big name. Hold on now. Let me tell you something now. When you have seen Harborview and Cavalier go to Europe and play in tournaments there, the teams and even Phoenix, you see them playing teams right?
Registered teams.
Prominent
I
teams
know
that we
registered.
know,
Yes, I know what you're
right?
saying.
The Kingston Academy, basically some of the teams that they're playing against would be almost some very, very non-sequential teams that
No,
almost
no,
any good team could basically have done well against. And not
leader,
taken away from it because, as I
leader.
said,
I am
they
in Netherlands. I am in Netherlands and Belgium. The teams that they have played is not the highest team. It's true, but it's not the lowest team. It's teams coming out of schools and academies they put together, and people trying to get onto some of the main teams. Them. That's what they used. So the fact that the youth them did so good, I want to give them some credit. It's not the highest level of competition, but remember, Netherlands have one of the highest competition in the world leader. So the tiers of levels in Netherlands is very high and so much levels. So I would say out of 8 levels, they played like the second level. But the fact them do good with the remember leader, some of these guys are playing how much games per year, None of these little youth are not playing how much games, So the fact
no,
that they can
hold on, JD. One of the problems that we have, hold on now, when you say how many games they are playing, the problem that we're having now, look at Mount Pleasant, the Mount Pleasant Academy. Do you realize that Mount Pleasant is unable to keep any player there for more than 2 years?
okay.
And that is, for me personally, is a disappointment because most of the players, after 2 years, in the third year, they are returning and going to the various Manning and the Costa Cup teams because
Okay.
there's no outlet. They are not playing any football,
Okay.
right? The Mount Pleasant experiment, for me personally, from what I'm seeing happening now, is a failure.
No, it can't be a failure. You know why? They are still
I'm telling
educating
you,
people. They
based
are
off of what I would have hoped it would have been.
educating footballers to go back out in Jamaica. So that's an improvement for Jamaica's football. You're only looking at it at the
Look
benefit.
here,
So they're
JD,
not.
I don't want to see the players. Look here, if I send my son to Mount Pleasant, I don't want to see him be going to Jamaica College, right? I want to see him getting something, going somewhere else, just like what Mr. Butler is able to do. That's what I want to see Mount Pleasant doing. I don't want to see them going to Jamaica College and Clarendon College and Dintil. I could have made them go there from the start. So what sense does that make?
In the football, look, half of the clubs in Jamaica, they don't do what I see in Netherlands. It's not even a question, it's a fact. They don't go through the rigorous levels of work and book work and everything about football. So I assume that Mount Pleasant must be out here doing more book work and more developing of players. So I want to say that until I can, because I'm not sure, so I'm not going to jump up like I'm sure. But I've heard that they are one of the much more better run organization. So I want to think that they would have emulated things from England to come straight in here. So I'm going to speak with somebody before I do talk on it. But football past what you're just saying. Oh, you need to see him reach somewhere else. So what if him have an education higher than Jamaica's football in education? That not better than nothing, leader. That's what I'm saying.
It's better. No, listen, JD, that is what we want. But what we also need now is for people to buy in, because it's not just, hold on, JD, you know that academies that you have basically abroad, they're going to have all of that technical thing. They're going to have the blackboard. They're going to have a lot more time. But they're also going to have these guys playing also. So
Yes,
one of the problems with Mount Pleasant is Mount Pleasant youngsters, most of them that have been there, with the initial batch that went, they played, apart from when they went to Cayman, and then I think they went to this thing in the Concacaf thing. Basically, the only league they played once was when they played the private high school league, and they beat up everybody, which was a joke. It made no sense. I could take a little 14-year-old team from said Jamaica College and beat up Hillel Academy. So it really doesn't make sense. And it, because of, look here, there is no real academic competition in Jamaica that you can say, okay, run straight throughout the year. What we need to have is have something where, okay, we have something going throughout the year, and it's not just a money-making thing. What is happening now is that people are putting on things just to make money. They start the academy to put money in their pocket. Call it an academy, put money in their pocket. Basically,
Thank
that's
you.
it.
1 hour later, you get to the point. That is
So-
exactly what you wanted to get to from day one.
So leader, don't it, if there's no competitions for these academies at certain ages to be playing, shouldn't
Hold
the
on.
first
Look here. Give me 5 seconds. I'm jumping on back. Exactly 5.
Either me nah go more than you know what, me nah go say me nah go no more than nothing more. Alright, do your thing and return back. No problem. Guys, we have 102 people here. Make sure if you're in the personnel that never subscribed, are subscribed to the Imaxit, resubscribe here. We are trying to get by the channel to 1,000 so it can reach out back to all of our 20,000 people that we had before. Yes. So just resubscribe and make sure to hit the like button as well. Try to get us to 120 likes or so. Yes, massive respect and thanks. All right. Yes, leader. Yeah, because we can't pass 30 more minutes.
Man, your thing go up, man.
No.
Host, man. You need to start paying me, man.
No, leader, you can't come here and talk about pay. I just people never turn up at the time. The early part that I do my streams. So that's all it is.
I'm just joking, JD, man.
I know, but true people, you know, some bad mind people go call their phone and say, "Come on from a program." You know, always them say people tell you that. So
Come on, okay, JD. You have a lot of people always tell me not to come on your program still, you know.
yeah,
But I don't
them
want people, man.
a beg me money behind the scenes, don't? And them a live off of my name. So
Nah, just come out to the casket.
Listen, me ain't none of them thing there. Me just want to ask you that question.
Yeah, what's the
Leader.
question?
You said just now that you hate the fact that Mount Pleasant has to send their players to the various schools to play competitions, right? So there's a lack.
In them, the players leave.
Oh, they leave. Okay, and they're leaving because they have a lack of opportunities to play games, correct?
Correct.
Okay. My question is this: instead of going out and trying to make sure that whatever academies are being opened and licensed, how about we ensure that we come up with competitions for these academies that exist? Wouldn't that make more sense?
Well, let me tell you what I personally, my idea, well, I had pitched this to somebody at Mount Pleasant, and what I told them they should do, right? But that's when I found out that the Mount Pleasant idea is not so much has to do with football, but more of a charity, right? That's when I found that out when I was speaking to somebody at one stage. So the initial thing with Mount Pleasant and how it's funded, right? I have to be very careful what I say now. Mount Pleasant's funding comes from abroad. It's not from Mr. Gould primarily. A lot of people put money in the academy to get tax write-offs because it's a charity. It's a registered charity. So because of that, there is actually there is no direct listen now, direct connection between the academy and Mount Pleasant Football Club. They are actually two different entities.
And that is for them to stay in their tax exempt status, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So because of that, now you have a lot of Mr. Gould's very rich friends in England, etc. Can put money in and get the tax write-offs and so on. But the problem now is that because at one stage I had suggested, why don't you just play in the St. Catherine D1 League and so on? But as I said, that's where the issue is going to come up. So the problem with Mount Pleasant, it's a good idea, but we have to have some, as I said, some competition there. The JFF should come with a national competition, age group competition. That makes sense. That runs right throughout the year. But that's another thing. You're going to hear, well, to be honest, no. With the Adidas sponsorship, they don't have no excuse. Because that is one of the things that they can now do. Come with a national competition. Because I know that is actually on the table. They tried to do something with the under 20 that certain people in Casafa basically killed.
Yeah.
Kill it.
Yeah.
It's still run. It's still going on, but they have to do it on the slate of hand, right? Because they pressured certain teams not to enter because they said they'd be banned from Casafa and so on. But the league basically went on. It's going to its semi-final stage. And the good thing about the league is that some of the teams that are involved, like a Portmore, Cavalier, have used a gamut of players between the ages of 14 going all the way up. You understand? Because even though it says under 20, you know, you have youngsters that have been training straight throughout the year, so you have to play them. It doesn't matter the score, because one of the things, the first round has nothing to do with whether you're finished first, second, or third, because you're going to go straight into a playoff, and it's just for placings. So that's one of the things now that personally it was tried, but because there's this power struggle in the Jamaican football, the mighty Casafa basically put it underground, put that league underground, but the league has gone on with some of the stronger teams staying in it.
So a lot of the issues, it would sound, is just people getting in the way of progress, whether it's pride, ego, whatever. Because it sounds to me like, you know, a smarter alternative to, you know, clamping down on the academies who are trying to do something would be to say, if you're going to coach a primary school team or a prep school team or an all-age school, you have to have some kind of, like, why would you want to tell an academy he needs a license, but then any little man can go coach the little boy them at whatever all-age school? That don't make no sense.
Okay, hold on now. Listen now. I think the idea is that at the school level, okay, listen now. Make us look at it. What they did first was to say, okay, all coaches that going to the Premier League, they have to have the basic qualifications. Then now they drop it to the second tier. Then now it's also there, right? They're going for the high schools now. So the high schools, that they have to try to get that basic qualification also. That's why you might notice at certain schools, right? The head coach that is named, I can use a name. Who is the head coach at St. George's? Who is the coach? And when they do up the team sheet, who is the coach?
Is it not Neville Burtis Bell?
Are you sure?
Who is the person thought so, but I guess you're telling me otherwise. What are you telling me?
Who is the person with the qualifications, sir?
He wants to claim to say it's fuzzy. Jason.
Okay. And at Kingston College the other day, right? We had a good friend of mine that's there. Somebody else was brought in to head the thing out of the blue.
And that was because Ludlow doesn't have qualification. That's why.
What's that?
That happened because Ludlow has no qualifications. That's what you say.
No, I didn't say Ludlow. Ludlow gave it up. Ludlow had got his minimum qualification. He has a minimum. He does.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, once Ludlow left, I personally, my good friend, I thought would have gotten, the job, but he didn't get it. And they parachuted somebody in that has the qualifications. So in high school, long and short, it's in the high schools now. So they're looking to start to drip it down to the other level. But the academies now don't just have a wide anybody there. Normally it's guys who can play football, go to these academies, who have the talent. Right. A lot of guys, if you go to primary school, you might have 3 or 4 guys on a team that can actually play, right? So those 3 or 4 players now go to academies or they go to clubs. So that is a better way to get them, because that's one of the reasons, where, you see people, when the JFF is looking for players, they don't really call from schools, they call them from clubs. Okay?
Yeah, all right then.
So that has to be done. You understand? The regulation has to happen. It's something that you can't get away from it.
I'm going to research it a little bit more, so at least we touched on it. So while we do the next show, I will actually research on it, so I'll have much more pointed questions towards it because me know from them I do it. There is some beneficial treatment them want out of it. Me nah ask. Just like our leader say, you have some man who just want to make money out of it, which I true him a talk, you know. Cause him know him a burn out all him friends them in the same statement, you know. Him a burn out him friends them in the same statement.
Coach, every man, every care. It's all about the dollar, man. Everything. Anyway, JD, I'm up
Yeah,
a
man.
cut. So give me a shout next time, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Cool,
man.
cool. All right, take care. Yeah. So
man,
yeah,
run overtime.
that's right. And money. I'm pretty much done myself too. Yeah. So yeah, thanks Jason for coming on.
Yeah, man,
This was
big
just
up.
to chop up this thing, and I know I didn't even touch the forward line, but me not gonna even touch the forward line
No, man.
because
When I think me don't know where they did, but me and Jamaican go through it and thing and talk about it. So you never get a chance to. Me don't know where they go, but me and Guna they chop it up a little bit about the forward them.
yeah,
Me and
man.
the other Guna.
So people in hear it all sorts of things. I can tell you this is not as always said, but tell you what, we're gonna sit down, get the papers, the documents, what they have actually said, and pick out the points, the amount of it, and then chop it up from that point. Because we want it makes proper sense. Because this idea, of going to go because I brought up an idea here on this show, not me. My brethren called me and said, what about getting all 13 the 13 best academies in the country and then start a league out of it. It was Dr. Gigi, it was Dr. Gigi brought up that idea. Then me see everybody start run with it, and then me hear the JFF them start talk about it. So we are gonna put down some. So sometimes our information goes further than what we.
So they don't. But it seems like with what leader was saying tonight, JFF wouldn't mind doing that league, but they won't do it until them can control the whole of the damn academies. Them.
Yeah. Just make sure. Yeah, I think I control him. I try to do it.
It's a control thing. It's a control thing. Nothing more.
He just don't want to say it. He just doesn't want to say it. And Jerry, it's politics. The clubs want to get all the players. So when academy come and try to help the youth, them, you know JFF going to fight it. Yes, Chris Smith. We hear, man. But remember, we just want to bring out everything. We let people know we're going to talk about that subject, so everyone go and study, and we come back. So at least we not fly around the handles and not talk direct, So we'll get little time, chop it up. So guys, tomorrow I will be out here covering the World Cup because we covered. I covered. Nobody never helped me. I covered Mexico. The one African said he's going to turn up and him internet no work.
Yes. If anybody at home keeping score, JD predict one game so far.
Yes.
And it never really turned out how he start.
But you never predict no game. So why you coming no more for?
You never say me predict. Me
yeah, try look. Which game you talk about? Yeah, try come.
Mexico.
Yeah, try come defend a credit for your big either prediction where you have on the Man United game. That's your come.
Everybody in the comment about.
No. Yeah. Let me tell you. Oh, it's true. All right, Africans. You might get him fan base now. Him him Africans them. Him big either prediction.
Let
me tell you why. Let me tell you why I say a big either prediction. You know him do me? Him called me out, You hear what he said, guys? Him agree with me. Because I went down watch the video, He agreed with me, He said, yes, 1-1. But any other team will win, it would be Brighton. So me say any other team would win, it would be Manchester United, aside from the 1-1, and him say Brighton, and then him take the credit, him not take a half a credit, him take a whole of credit, say him say Brighton are gonna win. When him actually say, him agree with you and say, yeah, me can see a draw, 2-2 draw, him say, But him thinks that Brighton would be the team. So we should give him credit for say Brighton will win. I say 1-1 and you say 2-2. You still see a draw, but you only go opposite of we for say, yo, Brighton will win, not Manchester United. So you get credit. You get half a credit. You don't get the whole heap of credit.
So I predict 2-2. But you and Africans say if there will be a winner, it will be Man U.
Yes,
And I
thank
said
you very
no.
much. Yes, that's where you get your credit. So what you come, you have to find a way out to make people give you credit. You know what? Enough is enough, guys. Big up on yourself. Make sure on the join. Oh, I will have the prediction tomorrow. So make sure on the join with the prediction part 2, because I promise you, I'm going to do something man Africans. They're going to realize why I'm the prediction king. So no one talking about. Oh, I said Alan will score 2 goals in this specific match. You know.
Well
And
done.
if Morris on the field, you know, no one talking about them brilliant.
You should have believed. You should have believed. You should have believed in your side, man. You should have believed in your side.
Which side? Which side? Which side? City?
You never did say draw.
Draw with who?
Oh no!
Mr.
You said 3-1. It's our 3-2.
Yes.
3-2.
No. I said 3-1 or 3-0.
Okay,
I'm
you said Antonio. You want Antonio to get
Antonio
one.
to score. Yes. I'm say two goal.
I said one for Marius off of the bench. Remember? Yeah. Remember.
Lady, you lost your prediction king status. You bad mind Umzo. Let me done this stream. No more chatting with you. Bad mind Umzo. Runway. All right. So big up on yourself, guys. Thanks for being here.
Respect, chat.
Subscribe. Make sure to join me tomorrow on my World Cup quest, the girls under 20. Not because Jamaica never going out, it's because Jamaica's team never good as them team here. That's why we never qualify. So let we support the other girls them from the Concacaf region and stop fight the people them. Come and learn with me how good the team is. All right. Why is JD saying I'm trying to be prediction king? Listen to me. I'm done. So thanks, Jason. Thanks everyone for coming on. Jamaican Guna leader came on. Yes, massive respect. And everyone that hit the like button, everyone that subscribed, massive respect. We will chop up the next one and make it more organized. You know, my lord, the bad man thing. Yeah. Peace out, guys.